Sounds on. Show starting momentarily.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
They should be able to.
Good
evening, folks. Hang around. We're going to do some cool stuff here.
There were 3 people. Oh, probably one of them was me. Because every time I touch anything on Facebook, it loads as many videos as it possibly can. I'm not
No. There are 3 unique people.
3 unique folk. I've been called unique before, too.
Unique New York, right?
There it is. There's the Hammy Mox. What's up, Bri? It's Bariah there. I know that guy.
What is that noise?
That was the microphone arm.
Oh.
Next time Mox heads up this way, he wants to see the setup. He wants to see your dungeon wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Get an idea of what hidden things happen behind the scenes here at the Time Spent.
What little magic goes into this whole operation?
I don't know. I've had a couple of peeks behind the screen, and it's more than a little scary. Not when you word it that way. So anyway, we've barely gotten started.
I gotta pull up that beer tastes good. Oh, before we get cracking,
I don't even get to drink anymore.
I think is this the?
That's what this looks about.
Well, I guess we have one more show we could get in before the end of we can't before Christmas, but we can after Christmas.
Okay.
We could sneak one in after Christmas.
On the 28th.
Yeah.
The annual Time Spent Poorly Christmas program.
Maybe we'll open the mead.
Ooh. That would be a fucking Christmas present.
Yeah. New Year's present. Well, since
Bit of both.
Between holidays, but yeah.
Bit of both. Late Christmas, early New Year's.
What do you guys think?
Suck me beautiful.
Sparkling mead or just the straight mead with no sparkle?
That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I leave that up to you.
I'll just be here. I might sniff it.
You're the expert in this, so I'm deferring to your expertise, my friend.
No, I just was playing around.
And I don't like mead.
So. You don't like mead?
No.
You have to have a little sip.
Wine.
It's good.
I'm looking forward. I haven't had mead other than when I
Vikings.
sampled mine. But
dude, I'm telling you, they sell a Huckleberry Mead at the liquor store
Vikings
in Lewiston, and it is really
punching.
tasty. Tori and I have had a few bottles of it. It's really solid.
Return with your shield or on it.
It's not too sweet, but it's got that good huckleberry sweetness to it, and yeah, it's bomb.
You know what I need to do? I need to find a nice huckleberry bush and plant some wherever I land in the next month or so.
I love huckleberries.
They're great.
And cultivate some huckleberries in my yard.
You guys want to tell me about your sweaty balls?
Oh, no.
Let's get ready to suck it!
That's so like late 90s
so played out
WWE.
Right. Moved a bunk bed today. That was fun.
I've never heard that ever. That it was fun to move a bunk bed.
No. No. There's a reason why moving companies exist. I was reading about this article earlier today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home star Marissa Tomei says she told her therapist how the movie ends.
I had to tell someone.
I'll
know in a couple weeks.
I was going to say, in quick relation to this, I was reading about the No Way Home critic screenings and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they are so adamant about preventing spoilers and not going out of their way to officially confirm the worst kept secret in Hollywood, which is that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in it. they're not even showing critics the full movie for the press screeners. They handpicked 40 minutes of the 2.5-hour runtime to show them, and that's all they get to see.
That's so stupid. I don't know.
I think it's kind of silly, but I also commend their effort for trying to keep it on the hush-hush, even though it's, as I said, one of the worst-kept secrets in Hollywood right now.
It's gotten to the point that my son and I can sit in a movie and trade back and forth, like almost what line is going to be said next.
Yeah.
That I don't care about spoilers for the most part. If something is really that monumental, okay. But you've really got to rock me to the core. And the Eternals was kind of an example. I knew 20 minutes in that which one they were going to do.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty obscure comic that they drew from. So, okay. I mean, you got to be like that dude to know it. But also it was an Alex Ross comic, so lots of people read it. It wasn't like I was somebody special reading it.
I was happy to have avoided the internet, and I love your sweater, by the way.
Thank you. I know it's pretty cool. The kids like it too.
I was happy to have avoided the internet and specifically spoilers as much as I did for Infinity War. And similarly Endgame. I was really, really confident that they were going to do the snap, but it was also kind of, it was a bold strategy in terms of their storytelling and doing something like that in the movie. So I kind of wondered if they were really just going to, if they were going to soften it or anything like that. But the fact that they really did just go with it and were like, nope, boom, and everybody's gone. I was happy to be surprised by that in the theater, even though, like I said, kind of had knowing the comics, you kind of had an idea it was coming, but it was still cool to actually see it.
In the comics, does it get undone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything is permanent in Marvel except Uncle Ben dying. It used to be Bucky dying and Uncle Ben dying, but now it's just Uncle Ben dying.
Yeah, and Gwen Stacy. But they've even figured out ways to bring Gwen in with the alternate realities in the multiverse of having Spider-Gwen and whatnot. But yeah, that is
Uncle Ben is the only
seems to be the
person who's
one
dead.
constant that's nope. There's no bringing him back.
And
Sorry.
really, with Stan Lee dead, it's only a matter of time before they bring Ben back.
Sorry, Ben Parker.
You got to go.
Your death is permanent. What did they call that in Loki? An absolute point?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home star Marissa Tomei said that she told her therapist how the movie ends, saying, quote, "I had to be under oath and I had to tell someone," said the actress who plays Aunt May. She said that the film is so momentous that she told her therapist how it concludes. In a recent interview with Backstage OL as part of her No Way Home press tour, the Oscar-winning actress said, "What I already said. I had to be under oath and I had to tell someone." There's not really much to go off of other than that.
Yeah.
But aside from the
Yeah,
cute
she probably
pole vaulted
said it
chick
on a
in the
carpet
ad.
comment or
But-
something, and they wrote a whole article about it.
Yeah.
I'm
told my therapist.
I'm stoked as fuck for more Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin.
I'm kind of stoked just that we're finally getting like more real Marvel characters again. I don't know.
Not mid-tier
Like,
stuff.
I don't give a shit about Shang-Chi. I like the movie.
It was a good movie.
But I don't care. I watched it again and I fell asleep within like 15 minutes.
I enjoyed it.
And I know that that's kind of my refrain on here with damn near everything. But I don't know. Like, it was a good movie and it was great, chop sake. But I don't know. Did I need that? Do I really need the Marvel universe to continue with anybody but their top tier characters?
Well,
Probably not. Do I need third stringers like the Eternals? I don't care if they're cosmically powered. I don't need them.
If they
I
can
don't
tell,
give a shit.
I don't look at it so much from a point of need, and in so much as it is who the character isn't as important to me as is the story good? Because like that was my big argument with Falcon and Winter Soldier was there just wasn't enough substance to that story to justify the series, in my opinion. Whereas Eternals, and I think we talked about this, I think Eternals would have benefited greatly because there was a lot of story to mine from there.
That should have been a
and
series.
I think it should have been a series. I really think that it would have worked well.
Yep. Every character could have gotten an episode, and then they could have gotten together at the end.
Yeah,
like they did with What If.
With as much as they...
Which I finally watched the end of.
As much as they spanned over so many ages of time and that kind of stuff, I really think it would have benefited from being a series and essentially being like an 8-hour movie instead of a 2.5-hour movie. But no, they Black Widow was kind of that way too, and Black Widow is a really awesome character, and I fucking love Florence Pugh, and I'm happy that she's going to be in more of their stuff. But it just... the story's got to matter and mean something and feel like it has any fucking semblance of weight at all.
I feel like Black Widow's going to be justified by Hawkeye.
I've just kind of waiting for...
because they keep bringing up the
where she's
stinger.
going to show up.
They keep bringing up the stinger. It was in the Hawkeye Legends episode.
Yeah.
It's they peaked it up a couple of times.
Well, she's going to be there.
one.
Yeah, she's going to be there at some point, but it's just a matter of when and how. I'm really interested to see if...
money on if Kingpin shows up tomorrow.
That's what I was just going to say. Is it going to be episode 5, episode...
Is it 4? It's going to be... I think it's going to be tomorrow.
What show is this? Hawkeye?
Hawkeye, yeah.
I haven't even been keeping up with Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's fantastic.
It's fucking
It's
great,
the best
man.
one they've
yeah,
done so
it's
far.
so great. Part of
love
it
it.
is that I love fucking Haley Steinfeld. She's just...
I'm a huge Jeremy Renner fan.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
me too.
Fantastic.
She
And
was
I think
so-
Hawkeye's one of the best characters in the MCU, and it's just been fun. Like,
Did you watch Bumblebee?
no,
You should.
is it good?
It is. It's a low bar to clear, but it's better than all the Transformers movies combined.
Even last night,
Yeah.
I loved last night.
And she's the lead in it.
Who's the guy that? The scientist, Dr. Erskine.
Oh, Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah,
Stanley Tucci.
The Tooch.
is the best thing that ever
the
happened to
Tooch.
Transformers.
He's fucking great in everything, man.
he knew what movie he was in.
But yeah, she plays the lead. She's the one who gets Bumblebee, and she is
I'm not
just
spoiling anything, douchebag.
cares.
It's tomorrow's
Oh yeah,
episode.
it's.
I
there's-
haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't
I'm
seen
guessing.
it yet. This is just conjecture. But
I'm
no,
guessing.
she is charismatic as shit. She's got great delivery. She works really well with Jeremy Renner. I mean, everybody does, but
Vera
Yeah.
Farmiga.
love her.
She's always good.
Yeah,
She's
I don't think I've ever seen her bad in
underutilized.
anything.
very. She was fucking stellar in that. I can't ever remember that. Was it Bates Motel? Is
Yeah.
that what they called it? The one that was like the Psycho
Yeah.
spinoff? Yeah, she
Yeah.
was great in that.
As Ma Bates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddie Highmore,
Mm-hmm.
good actor.
He's a creepy kid.
Yeah.
Stuck on that stupid fucking network
Doctor
show,
show.
Good Doctor. Ugh.
That show's actually not terrible, but it's only because it's adapted from like a Korean show.
Huh.
But it's
I don't think
not.
that's the only reason it's
But
not
it's
terrible.
well, yeah. I mean, he's in it.
He's really talented.
Shift's in it, and a couple other. But it's starting to like all those series do. They slip into their series tropes where it becomes this episodic series.
Yeah.
serialized.
It's the classic network
Procedural
TV
shit, yeah.
procedural problem. Yeah. It happens to all of them eventually. Speaking of procedurals, I found out something very fucking interesting yesterday that I did not know. And maybe I'm just late to the party on this one, but did you know who does the voice for Lumiere, the candle guy in Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, it's the dude from the
Big
Law and
guy.
Order.
The dude from Law and Order.
Yeah, the dad from
Fucking
Dirty
Jerry
Dancing.
Orbach.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his name, Jerry Orbach.
I had no idea.
But he doesn't
Yeah.
do it now
Lumiere
Well,
puts
no,
baby in the
because
corner.
he's dead.
Because he's fucking dead. But yeah, I had no idea.
Enchanté.
It's like, God damn, that's some talent. I love Jerry Orbach. He was great.
I was gonna, for fun, say Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah, what an
No, he
unfortunate
can't use
looking person.
microphones. He can't do voiceover work. His nose is too big.
What an unfortunate looking person.
So speaking of unfortunate looking people, I see a picture of Ed Sheeran on the screen here.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
Ed Sheeran's like one of those people
looks like
that looks like you took his picture and then you did like a mirror image of
Yeah.
from the middle.
Yeah.
He looks like a goblin raped
Where
a
you
hobbit.
see what it would look like if your face was perfectly symmetrical, and it just winds up in the uncanny valley
Yeah,
of looking like a weird.
Yeah, that's Ed Sheeran's face.
He's like a hoblin half-orc. A hoblin.
Becky G's thigh-high slit is the sexiest look at the 2021 People's Choice Awards. Who's Becky G?
I don't know.
I have
No
no idea.
What's a thigh-high slit?
It's where you
Sounds-
put your.
it sounds
Never
like
mind.
All the slits I know
Never
are higher
mind.
than thigh high.
Never
Sounds like
mind.
a vaginal deformity.
That's what I was gonna say. That sounds like a vagina reference.
It does. I don't like.
It's where the
those.
baby comes out of, Chris. The thigh-high slit is where the baby comes out
Been
of.
president 2 births, and that just doesn't sound right.
They just must not be doing it right.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Nick Cannon's youngest child, 5-month-old son Zen, has died. That's sad as shit. I don't like Nick Cannon, but man, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That's terrible.
I don't like dead babies.
Right?
I never like hearing that.
That's sad. Bummer.
Remember that, folks. The Time Spent Poorly program does not support dead babies.
Yeah, we wholeheartedly endorse live babies.
We're fans.
Big
Even
fan.
healthy ones.
Big fan.
We don't like children, but
But
we don't like them dead.
we
either.
we don't want them dead.
Shout out to Tori.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
those
Thank
piggies
you.
in the blanket
Thank
are
you, sweetie,
delicious.
and
I
thank
do
you for
support
reminding me
dead
because I'm getting a
pigs.
few more of those.
Why don't you just bring them over here?
Okay. Yeah, she takes good care of me.
I do like dead pigs.
Oh, these baby dicks are awesome.
I love
Baby dick.
the idea for that came from that joke.
Cheesy baby dicks.
Cheese and bacon.
The only thing that sucks is I don't know which ones. As I mentioned in the chat, there's like 5 different cheeses that she used on them, and I don't know which ones are which. So it's just kind of a little surprise.
Have we been following at all Chris Como's firing from CNN?
I don't know who
No,
that is.
I haven't.
Oh, is that the governor's brother?
Yeah.
I did notice, Red Notice star Gal Gadot tries to touch her tongue to her nose, secret talent test. Why is that even there?
Because people want to see Gal Gadot stick her tongue out. I think
There's
that's where,
less actual.
I think that's where that
there's
starts and
less
stops right
actual
there.
news on this page than there is actual, like real
Okay.
news.
It's a little surprise. Yeah. There's normally we don't have much trouble in terms of getting a little random article to get us going, but pickings are slim today. It's a slow news day, I guess.
There's what appears to be a happy Kyle Rittenhouse on a radio show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sure he's happy as fuck.
Yes. Yes, he is.
I mean,
Yep. I like it when the justice system works out.
Here we go.
is that
Elon
former?
Musk.
There's another one on there I want to see that was about some New Orleans Saints player. What
Oh,
what
okay.
was the headline on this? I missed it.
Elon Musk says civilization will crumble if more people don't have more children. Just plays back to our babies thing.
Yeah. Apparently, Elon Musk is in line with the Time Spent Poorly program. He endorses live children.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Worries that the pandemic baby bust could result in an aging population without enough workers. Interesting.
Well, I think we're already on the way to that a little bit.
Isn't that something that China's dealing with like big time right now?
That's what I've read.
That's why we just
Old
let
people like to
China
argue with me, but old
China
people
sort
are
their
stupid.
stuff out, and then
Not all of them, but there's a lot of them that are really, they don't read a lot.
What is this? Tesla CEO Elon Musk said at the Wall Street Journal's annual CEO Council that there aren't enough people. Quote, I think one of the biggest risks to civilization is the low birth rate and the rapidly declining birth rate. He continued, and yet so many people, including smart people, think that there are too many people in the world and think that the population is growing out of control. It's completely the opposite. Please look at the numbers. If people don't have more children, civilization is going to crumble. Mark my words.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. Because when all those boomers end up being 70, 80 years old,
nobody's going to be there to take care
there
of
will be
them.
no one there to take care of them.
Yep. It's true.
But I didn't have kids.
For every intelligent
I'm
person
saving
over
the
the
planet.
age of 50, there are 2 that are not intelligent at all.
I'm all for people, electing to not have kids if they don't want to. I don't see any fucking problem with that at all. But there are some people whose reasons for doing it I don't agree with. Like people who say, oh, the world's overpopulated enough as it is. I think that's a stupid reason to not have kids.
I know. Thanos was wrong.
I disagree with that. But if you're somebody who's like, no, I want my freedom. I don't want to have the responsibility of kids and shit like that. Yeah, dude, more power to you. Right on.
Right. But, and that's just the price they're going to pay later is they won't have any Social Security because they'll be, all their money will get eaten up and go, well, fuck it, who cares? They're not going to care.
No.
Someone will take care of them.
It'd be lonely. My kids keep me company a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I love them to death. Wouldn't know what to do without them.
Right. I don't know. But I think a lot of people would have miserable-ass kids, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I know a lot of people who don't have kids would be terrible parents. And I'm glad they don't have kids, because their kids would be little fuckers. And I wouldn't want to deal with them. I wouldn't want to drive on the same roads as them or talk to them or deal with them as customers or as members of the same organization.
Oh, man. Speaking of, I'm not going to name any names, but I will paint in some kind of broad strokes. I had a customer come into the restaurant last week that is the daughter of a relatively well-known member of our community. What a pretentious cunt. Ugh. She was the worst. And on top of that, and this is just me casting judgment upon this poor girl, but it looked like she cut her hair herself. I haven't seen a haircut this bad on a woman in quite some time. It was, whoever told her it looked good was just trying to make her feel good, because it does not look good. And yeah, she was she was unpleasant, and I mentioned it to my boss. I was like, God, the girl at this booth is just a pretentious bitch. And she's like, oh, that's so-and-so's daughter. I was like, oh, okay, well that
explains
it. Yeah, that explains a lot.
You Clarissa'd that one.
Ugh. Yeah, she was
Nobody.
not fun. A little Melissa Joan Hart action for you.
I got it.
It just wasn't funny. That's all
wasn't
you
going
have
to lend
say.
it credence.
Moving right along. Moving right along.
I'll only hit you with Golden Girls references from here on out, you son of a bitch.
So it says...
Picture it.
So it
Sicily.
says the CDC report from earlier this year found that the birth rate in the U.S. fell by 4% from 2019 to 2020, the sharpest single-year decline in nearly 50 years, and the lowest number of births since 1979. Well, yeah, nobody's having babies because you can't go fuck anybody because everything's closed and you got to stay home.
See, I was born in 79, but I was born to a boomer. So I was like still part of the echo boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, and you're not an example of decline either.
no.
Yeah, true. Interesting. I don't know. I saw a thing on Reddit here within the last week or so. It's been between since the last show that was discussing how a lot of prognosticators look at about 20, I think it was 2041 or 2042 being when, if things continue on their current rate, is when they'll start to like really exponentially decline and start declining.
And not to shit on the Musk, but I don't think it would be awful either. I think if we had a downturn for a while and things slowed down, it's not like we wouldn't bounce back. We're a virus.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's not like a children of men situation where we can't have the babies. It's just not happening. So,
We know
you know.
of. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's true.
a lot of people have been shot up with some weird shit in the last few years.
That's true.
2 years.
And
See
there
what
are
happens
people who have claimed, I don't know how much scientific evidence there is behind it, but there are people who have claimed that COVID vaccine has some sterility issues, which, again, I don't actually know, but...
Yeah, I'm not a doctor.
We'll find out soon enough.
We will.
Let's see. American birth rates have been declining for 6 years as millennial women wait to have babies until a later age. In this way, the U.S. is catching up to the rest of the world by falling back to the pack. Or falling back to the pack, I guess. I don't know.
We used to be sprinting ahead.
I don't
now
have,
we're falling back.
because everybody was starting families 18, 19, 20.
I don't know.
Which is a kind of
Is
a
it?
dumb age to be having kids.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean,
Somewhat.
For most people, yeah. I
Your
mean,
Physically,
frontal
it's
cortex
the best
doesn't
time.
fully form until you're like 26.
there's exceptions to
that's
every
true.
rule,
but physically, for the body,
oh
it's
yeah,
probably
like,
your best bet.
You're
at
talking
times to do it.
biologically speaking,
Like,
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you're
mean,
gonna
but that's
bounce
why,
back.
I mean, and I guess that's why you have parents and stuff to help with the rearing. And that's why grandparents probably like kids
so much.
more than parents do. Because
Why they're
parents
always
are
so
too
pushy.
immature. Yeah.
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 But, well, we had our first kid when I was like 26.
You probably just had a massive epiphany right there.
Yeah,
And you
I-
just pushed right past it.
26, I was like, I am so ready right now.
Yeah. And
I feel so much more with the world.
Well,
your kids should have been having kids.
a lot of people make the argument that if you wait until you're actually quote unquote ready to have kids, you'll never have kids.
Right. No, and see, I don't know that I would have.
See, mine
I
just
wouldn't have
happened.
minded having kids sooner, but I definitely wouldn't have wanted to have them any later.
I didn't plan either of mine. I just had them. And
My-
that was fine. I love them both unconditionally, more than anything else in the universe. And really, that's okay.
It's-
I was, 27 when Alex was born and 37 when Mara was born.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trade him for anything. And they happened at the right time.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like, I think I don't know if things would have worked out as well if I'd had two right at the same time way earlier.
Yeah.
Like, say Mom did. Rick and I are 11 months apart.
Yeah. What do
But
they,
she
do they
was-
call that Irish twins?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, and we're only a little bit Irish, but we're definitely full on Irish twins.
Right.
But you know, God, what was she? 17 when Rick was born and 18 when I was born. Her birthday smack dab in between us.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'd want to be. What is she? So yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be as close in age to my kids, but I don't know. I have a really cool relationship with my mom, though.
Yeah.
You know, like
Your mom kicks ass for
we're
one.
friends.
I mean, there's that, which helps, but
So there's that.
I don't know. Matthew was an accident, but in the unconventional sense, it wasn't. I beat birth control, and it wasn't one of those things where like she forgot to take it. She had an IUD in, and I just
Conquered.
The seed is strong as the Baratheon
That
family.
big old sloppy slug of yours
Hey man,
beat down the fence.
everybody's got to be good at something. But yeah, so
Jesus.
I mean, sloppy slug. That was beautiful, Ward. Thank you. But Annabelle was, again, it wasn't that she was an accident. It was one of those, I fucking fought and fought and fought and wanted another baby. And finally, when Matthew, you did. Matthew defeated, well, technically I defeated the IUD. But
You just survived,
you were the byproduct of that. But Annabelle, we were just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just not going to use any protection. And if/when it happens, it happens. And I'm so fucking happy I got a vasectomy afterward. I'm very, very happy with my two kids. They're perfect. And I don't want any more. So I'm really glad that I just took care of that when I did.
Yes, I too am happy with my vasectomy.
It was a good decision.
I made bad decisions after my vasectomy in terms of the post-op care, but other than that,
I hate those kind of
I
stories.
remember we've discussed that. Yeah. I didn't move, man.
Because all my sympathy pain happens in my testicles anyway. and so when you're talking about testicular pain, it's like doubled. So
I crotched myself the other day at work on accident with the broom. Oh,
Fuck you,
fuck.
dude.
Oof. That was rough.
just said that.
I know. It's what made me think of it. Yeah, it was rough.
sympathy pain.
Will you pop back to that news page, Edwardo, so that I can?
Yeah.
I don't even think if it's an important story about the Saints guy, but at least it caught my eye because it's football and I'm a slut for football. So
Or was it?
Is it
Right.
it was. I think it was further down
He's a pro.
because now the articles appear to be in a little bit
Looks
different.
Like they did a little shuffle.
Yeah, they did. Keep going. Now, of course. Oh. Former New Orleans Saints defensive lineman dies in police custody. Really? Okay.
That was not what I was expecting when you said something about a
Yeah,
Saints.
me neither. Glenn Foster Jr., a former defensive lineman for the New Orleans Saints between 2013 and 2015, died this week after being arrested in Alabama, according to multiple local media outlets. On Tuesday, it was reported that the Pickens County Coroner's Office confirmed that he died in custody a day earlier and that an autopsy was pending.
Roll
The
Tide.
Coroner's Office did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
Sorry.
That was funny, man. Jail records show Foster was booked into jail on Saturday morning after being arrested in Reform, Alabama. That's an interesting name for a town. On 3 charges
Probably
of
had a
reckless...
reason at one point.
Right. On 3 charges of reckless endangerment, as well as individual charges of resisting arrest and attempting to elude. Later, another jail record entry shows Foster's charges were changed to 3 counts of simple assault and 1 count of third-degree robbery. Interesting.
All right. Well, I mean that it sucks that he died, but I don't know. I don't care.
Oh man, the
Three charges of
reform.
reckless
I
endangerment.
don't know that it would be any more of an important news story if he was just some dude as opposed to being some. I mean, it says he was signed by the Saints in 2013 as an undrafted free agent, so he didn't get drafted by anybody. He was just an available player after the draft, and they signed him. He was with the team for 2 years, and that was the end of his football career by all
Right.
information here.
We're just reaching for news.
I mean, yeah, this damn slow news day.
Nothing is happening.
The Reform Police Department. I imagine being the police department for the city of Reform.
I'm a reformer.
What are
That's
ya-
their
what are
high
ya?
school mascot, the Reformers.
Oh, wait, Matthew's got news for us. What's the Saints receiver that I have on my fantasy team was suspended for a DUI? Really?
That's not news either.
I mean, it's more newsworthy than this.
Only if you care about football.
Well, yeah, true. It affects Matthew because
It does.
his fantasy
now
team,
he's not gonna win fantasy
his
football.
fantasy team took a shot with that one. But
Dewey's fucking him up.
excuse me, man.
There's absolutely zero cool
Yeah,
articles.
damn.
Nobody
just-
shot their husband through shot
No,
somebody through their house.
Alec Baldwin deleted his Twitter. I saw that.
Good deal.
Yeah, did you
After
watch his
his-
interview?
No, I wasn't interested. Although I've seen a little bit about it, and I think people are really, really cherry picking his
Statements.
statements
Yeah.
about.
As one would.
Well, yeah, but one of the things I saw said that he made the comment that he doesn't feel guilty about it because he didn't actually pull the trigger. The gun just went off, and if he really did feel guilty about it or feel as though he had taken that person's life, he would kill himself. Which I was like, okay, that's kind of heavy.
Yeah, he said that. In a contextual sense, I guess. I mean, it was meant to be like, I'm not in that place. I don't know. I took it as if I felt like I did something
Criminal
wrong
or wrong.
or something like if it was my negligence and I was at fault for it, then I would probably kill myself over that. But I don't feel that my negligence or anything that I did was necessarily at fault.
That was kind of
don't
how I
know.
took it.
A gun he was holding went off and killed somebody and wounded another person.
I don't know.
At some point, you have to take at least a little bit of responsibility.
A little responsibility.
If you're
for
the
it.
producer on the film, so it's your set.
Yeah, right.
Like, especially after the way Bruno described the way productions of that size work.
It was
and
illuminating.
Like how
Yeah.
much responsibility falls on the producer at that point.
Yeah.
In a production like that, I guess I don't know. I stand by the Sesame Street meme I put up the other day.
Yeah. Hide your shit, Grover.
I don't know. I come kind of on both sides of the argument because I think that, and I said this before. I think like
There's an ejaculation joke there somewhere.
yeah, he's showing up to play pretend and to make pretend like, and every actor who is, and you know he's in actor mode because he's playing a part too. Mm-hmm. While he is the producer, he's there to play the part. Now you know. Other actors would counter, like George Clooney was like, I always check my gun. Like, okay, George. Because he was like, I check my gun every time I'm on set.
You should.
And that's fine.
Alec Baldwin's been acting long enough, and he's been in movies where he holds a gun enough times that he should know to check it every time.
But is he going to know that he's dealing with blank ammunition or cold ammunition or not?
I don't think it matters. It's a gun that functions that's on a set. And it's going to be pointed in the direction that people are going to be in. You should check it.
He was negligent.
Yeah,
he was negligent and he was lazy about not taking the time to do something that anybody with a brain would do.
But if somebody is like, okay, so I guess if every actor is checking their gun, wouldn't we have more story? And there's something that is as out of the ordinary as this happens in the infinitesimal amount of times that everybody's checking their guns. Wouldn't there be stories coming out about like, oh, so-and-so checked their gun and there was real ammunition in it?
No, they wouldn't let those stories out. No way.
They'd be like, nope, it was cleared and nothing happened.
They'd sweep that under the rug. They wouldn't want people to hear about that shit because makes them...
Well, and it would be like a non-event. Because nothing would have happened.
Well, it'd be a news story like what we're looking at here on the... like,
sorry, but these collectibles are actually worthless clutter. Yeah.
Nobody can score 14 out of 15 on this logo quiz.
That's more since coffee.
Riveting shit.
Matt Damon found real bullets in a gun.
Yeah, you know, and Moxie is 100% correct. Hollywood protects their own. They've been doing it for as long as it's existed.
Until something like this happens, and then they throw them directly under the bus. Woof. They're like, oh, you're going to expose the business or you're going to cause us a problem. We're going to throw you right under the steamroller.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely dog eat dog as soon as there's a really bright flash but otherwise, they protect him.
Look at Roman Polanski.
Yeah, dude just moved to Europe.
Yep.
Oh, non-extradition country? Sure. And it's okay to fuck children here.
People
no
still sing Woody Allen's praises.
Yep.
Still, to this day.
To this day.
And there's a lot of evidence out there that would speak to his molesting tendencies. It's got real quiet.
Yeah.
You could talk about the girl running off with oh, yeah, that's some sad shit. The Amber Alert for that 15-year-old.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys...
Have you noticed that every time they share anything about that dude, the picture of him gets creepier?
Yeah.
Like
actually,
every
I did.
Single time.
They all were using the same photo at first, but no, you're right. It has progressed.
Gotten progressively creepy.
Jonathan Wayne
from
Boles,
what I saw, allegedly they stole a Suburban or a Trailblazer or something like that, a maroon Chevy SUV in Pomeroy today.
Today
in
Pomeroy.
That was.
But she's with him willingly.
See, and I haven't really been able to figure that out because they kind of
everybody's like this poor girl. It's like I don't know.
They kind.
I was a 15-year-old boy, and 15-year-old girls were cruel.
Yeah, teenage girls are some of the meanest people on the planet. And some of the stuff I've seen kind of makes it, or at least alludes to her going with him, but then some of them make him sound like he's taken her. I don't really have a clear answer on it.
It all depends on who's writing the article and who's posting it on Facebook. It seems like Like
They're
there's
considering
all
him
these-
armed and dangerous. I
There's
saw
all
that.
these women who are like, "Oh God, she's in danger. She's in danger," and then you read the article and it's like, maybe she took off with him. Maybe she's not so much danger from anybody but law enforcement when she starts the Bonnie and Clyde shit.
It's tough to say.
Yeah, no, at this point it sounds like she's with him willingly.
And I get that she's 15, and so it's kind of, sort of, not really like legal.
And he's a
her
creeper.
being like, and he's absolutely creeper.
No, it's really
But-
gross. He's 36. That'd be like me skating off with a 15-year-old man.
Yeah,
Like, ugh.
like it's not cool, but also.
I'd say it's
know.
very fucking far from cool.
It's pretty fucking
It's
far
not
from
cool. I think
right
that
now.
I think that's
It's
downplaying it, bro.
Good departure from cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't
But
know.
it's-
I've always liked, 30, 40-year-old women, like even when I was 15.
Yeah.
So
It
it's-
begs the question of and I think the narrative of all of this changes wildly if she's gone off with him of like, fuck this, I'm running away with him,
Yeah, if
versus
she
him
thinks she's
absconding with her. Like,
some
that's a totally different narrative.
yeah, if he kidnapped her, then,
yeah.
go full force, send
Right.
the fucking SWAT team.
Yeah.
But if she ran off willingly, then, watch your ass, because this is some Bonnie and Clyde shit. And if they're stealing Suburbans together, pretty soon they're going to be robbing banks together.
Mm-hmm.
And this is send the SWAT team, but with a different fucking
But with a
tactical
different mission.
posture, because it's not some innocent little girl doing some shit,
Yeah.
being duct taped and thrown in a trunk. This is some girl who took off with a dude.
What kind of headspace do you think a person like that guy has to be in? As a 36-year-old man,
I don't even know.
like I have a hard time putting myself in that
Same.
guy's shoes or in that guy's head. Like what's his next move? Because my next move would be eating a bullet. If
Yeah,
I
there's
were
no
ever in
win
that
situation
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you don't come back from that.
I'd be knocking on Alec Baldwin's door.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Hey, bro,
Do me a
can
solid.
you find one of them rust guns again? 'Cause
I'm in this. I'm in the same boat though, Ward. I have a really hard time even. I'm good at empathizing and being able to like see situations from other
another
people's
person's
perspective.
POV,
but
yeah.
in something like this, I don't know. I can't
can't
get
jump
my.
in those shoes.
I can't. Yeah, I can't get my headspace in there because it's just.
It's
so
so fucking
fundamentally
bizarre
wrong
to
on
me.
so
Yeah.
many. Wait, what is
How
Jacob
was she?
Charleston?
What the
how?
fuck?
Wait, how was she? What the fuck? Huh? I don't understand your comment, Jacob.
yeah, you got
Moxie says, dude, I had a girl in junior high do some shit like this. He was 24, she was 13. Man, 13? That's even... wow,
Yeah,
that's
like-
nuts.
my son's 13.
Yeah.
Tori is... yeah, nail on the head. Who the
know.
hell would want to spend more than 5 minutes with a 15-year-old girl?
Yeah.
That's a great point. Spoken by a woman, no less.
Yeah, the only girl under 40 I want to spend.
Yeah,
any
no, I was
extended
telling my
amount of
wife
time
this.
with
Right,
is
is-
my daughter.
Is also under 5.
I was telling my wife about
She's
this
3
yesterday, and
I'm
she's like,
teaching
"That
her to
sound."
use a toilet.
She goes,
Like-
"Yeah, that girl ran off with that guy." Was my wife's response.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's like, and it was just like this disinterested response. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in
know,
the same.
and-
I feel the same way.
and there's people on Facebook that keep sharing it, and they're like, "Oh, she's in so much danger." Like,
Be that
yeah,
as it may,
hopefully
it's
from
danger she put herself
hopefully
in.
from a sniper's round. I'm channeling
I don't.
Dad.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are real hard. I
that
don't.
was my dad talking.
I don't know. I don't know shit about the parents, but from a parental standpoint, whether she was abducted or ran off deliberately, man, I'd feel bad for those parents. That'd suck to be.
Okay, Jacob. The girl Mox is talking about was 13. The girl we're talking about right now is 15.
Yes.
And she's currently on the run with a dude who's 36
Yes.
or 37.
Well, and again,
No,
she-
36.
36. Yeah, she's either on the
Who
run
is a
or
registered sex offender.
yeah, and has active warrants, like multiple active warrants.
yeah.
He moved without
Yeah.
letting people know he moved.
and
but-
he's on
Again, we don't know
he's
if
on
she's.
watch for banging children.
We
correct?
don't know.
Yeah.
As
So
far
like
as I know,
he probably
yeah.
shouldn't be out of some
Yeah.
sort of system anyway.
Yeah.
He
Right.
probably should have
Clearly.
been chemically castrated and thrown into a pit that doesn't have a bottom.
They make
I would
those?
say that's a
Okay.
safe assessment. Yeah.
Huh?
They make those? Oh. Moving right along.
right along.
China says it does not care. No, and we don't know whether she's on the run with him or
China
whether she
says,
was
"We don't have girls."
abducted by him. And the narrative is really different for those two things.
Well, and
If she got abducted, then
it
I
speaks
hope she
kinda
gets
to-
home safe. If she ran off with him, then
hope
I
she
don't
gets home-
give two
I
turtle
hope she
shits
gets
what
home
happens
safe,
to
but
her.
it's it's on.
I hope she gets grounded.
Yeah.
I hope she gets grounded.
I hope they take her cell phone away.
Right.
And ban her from Snapchat.
Sorry, guys, I won't be on Instagram for a week. I ran off with a sex offender, and my parents got really mad. So
My mom took all
I'm
my
not gonna be
technology
able to
away, so I don't know if
drive.
this will work. But I'm trying to tweet from my smart fridge.
Have you seen that one?
it just keeps saying we're out of milk.
I don't watch commercials.
Oh, it's not a commercial. It's a tweet.
Oh.
Like there's a series of tweets, and this girl keeps getting different pieces of technology taken away.
Oh.
And she finally posts something from her fridge. She says, "I don't know if this tweet will post, but my mom took everything away." And it says posted from
From
LG Smart Fridge. It's pretty funny.
Modern problems and modern solutions, man.
That's right. I don't know.
That's funny.
The way that this this whole thing, he's trying to type something and autocorrect is just kicking
it's
his
just
ass.
kicking his ass. Yeah.
No 36-year-old
Pesos for a month.
He's probably saying POSs.
All right.
And it's-
Well, I had to like lean in because I thought it was
Pedos.
penis for a
pedos.
second. I was
Oh,
like,
pedos.
no, 36.
Oh, yeah.
Penis
Sorry. You're not running around with any sex offenders for a month, young lady.
And no soup for you. But it kind of speaks
Revoking your subscription to NAMBLA magazine.
to the problem of social media in general is you get all these mixed messages for every story. Like you have
Yeah.
those people that are constantly like, what's someone think of the children?
Yeah.
And so you've got like, oh God, this girl was abducted by this man and she's in so much danger. And then it turns out, well, maybe she wasn't abducted. She's just this little Lolita dragging this dude who's a known sex offender.
Turns out she stole $500 from her parents before they left town.
to buy drugs,
Yeah.
and gas and weed, and then they got to Pomeroy and stole a thing, and then they ended up in Starbuck.
And I don't even know if the Pomeroy thing is 100% accurate because again, it's just something I saw online and then
Yeah.
I thought the
discussion about it.
Pomeroy news, like they hit Pomeroy yesterday. That was what I thought.
Oh, maybe I misread it. Maybe it was.
Where the fuck is Starbuck?
It's further out in Idaho, down south somewhere, I think. I don't know exactly.
No, I thought.
but-
Oh, my phone's on the
It's
charger.
north of Dutch Brothers.
yeah.
Right. Kitty corner to Hot Shots. Thank you, sir.
I'll set that right there until But yeah, there's just I don't know. You never know what is actually happening anymore. Like
It's in Washington. Yeah, it's in
Oh, it's in
Washington.
Washington?
Yeah, it's on the way towards. I drive through it or near it when I'm on the way to like Puyallup and Seattle and stuff.
what's the one that's
It's in Columbia County.
There's one with a stupid name like that in Idaho too, though. It's not Starbuck, but it's something close to that. Anyway,
So I have a related anecdote
uh-oh.
from my
Yeah, it's on the way towards Yakima.
Yeah.
from our visit to Tricities this past weekend.
Yeah, I was interested to hear about this.
Because you didn't
Thank
end
you.
up killing anyone.
No, yeah, I didn't get in any fights with anybody.
We're getting to the point where we can start like having a regular segment of just like Edwardo's interactions with the public gone wrong or something like that.
Well, no, so we went and we got there
Eduardo gone wild.
and we went to after the hockey game we went to go have, and this was a Friday night, we went to go have dinner and we went to Jersey Mike's, my new favorite sub place.
Yeah.
I wish we'd get one here, but so
Are they
we-
the ones that use that weird like red vinaigrette
I don't know.
shit to I think
Maybe.
they are. Their
we,
subs
we
are good
keep
as
getting
fuck.
hot. We keep getting hot subs, so we get like the Philly cheesesteak
okay.
ones. But so we went there and we picked up our subs, and on our way out, there's this car driving through, and there's this young, maybe 20-something guy that's driving through, and he just kind of stops and like stares at us as we're walking to the car. And then so we're like, kids, stay with us. And so Nicole's like, always stay with us, like, and like they got in the car, and then so when we go to leave, but my mind, and I talked to Nicole about it afterwards, both of our minds went to like trafficker.
Yeah.
And so like we spent the rest of our drive, because we had to drive from Kennewick back to Pasco, and we spent that 15-minute drive like watching the rearview mirror, because I don't even know if that car got behind us or followed us, but a car followed us for a while. And so I stared out I was living a movie for about 15-20 minutes in the car as I'm watching the rearview mirror to watch that car. And then when the car went off, I saw that it wasn't the same car. But what an exhilarating experience.
Still makes your butthole pucker.
A little bit, because
Yeah.
you're like, because you start thinking, you have these racing thoughts of, are they going to follow us to the hotel room
Am I going to have to use my gun?
that I'm not carrying?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, all sorts of
Yeah.
Yeah. And
thoughts.
And
race
that
to your
area
head. Yeah, I mean, it's
Tri-Cities is a shithole.
It's
Well,
fucking ripe for trafficking.
part
The
of-
fucking road system they have there is maniacal. It's this fucking 3-city slab of property just drop in the center of nowhere. Like one second you're driving, the next second you're in this fucking metropolis area, and it's this big conglomeration of this fucked up
Spaghetti bowl
roads.
of roads.
Spaghetti bowl of roads. And they're going everywhere, and you got to do weird U-turn shit. There was like nothing planned when they built these towns. Like urban sprawl got the best of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The women trafficking over there, specifically in the Tri-Cities, is as prevalent or close to as prevalent as the drug running. That
I
they
didn't
have
even
over
look
there.
up statistics because I was afraid to.
Yeah, you're just afraid they were going to steal your
Like,
daughter.
I have some. I'll discuss it when we're not on air. But yeah, I know a little bit about some of that stuff, and it's it's a really real thing in that area.
Yeah, well,
People
and
disappear all the time.
I've made jokes before because I'll go into the bathrooms and they'll have those signs in there, and it's like, and they're like signs that are talking to the the victim of a trafficking situation, and they'll usually be in like translated language or in English too. It's like, you can get away. Nobody should be trafficked, or nobody should have to work for sex, or some
Tips
bullshit
and
like
tricks
that.
of how to get
Right,
away.
and it's like, but if I'm the trafficker though, and I'm sending you to the bathroom, don't you think I'm gonna go in there and like check for your fucking get out of jail, like the tips and tricks, and take them down before I let you in the bathroom? Well, I guess not if I'm in a public area.
Tough to say.
I don't know if they care that much.
I was going to say, some of them might not care that much. Some of them...
I don't know. I've never
Are
trafficked
they
anybody.
even letting them go to the bathroom and not just piss themselves?
Outside of watching the movie Taken, I haven't really thought about trafficking anybody either.
That's true.
Maybe a few Army classes on human trafficking, I suppose. I had to do that annually. So outside of those two situations, I haven't really thought about it that much because it doesn't interest me. So I haven't really thought about my plans as a human trafficker before.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that those are weird signs to put up in bathrooms. I get why.
People are gross, and so trafficking them and treating them like cattle just seems like it would be a gross job.
Yeah.
It seems like a really low point of the criminal underworld.
Yeah,
I mean, it
I'd
seems like
rather
it could
I'd
be
rather peddle
profitable,
drugs than people,
Yeah, because drugs don't complain, and people just whine.
and pee and shit themselves.
Folks are gross. I've raised 2 kids. They're gross. People are gross. I don't like dealing with them.
Was it Ransom, the Mel Gibson one where the kid pees himself?
When he
When
sees
they have
Gary
it, when
Sinise.
he sees, yeah.
We're good to go.
Think about how much shit you got to deal with that when you take those kids.
I know. That movie turned me off to the entire idea of kidnapping for an entire lifetime. And I was like 14 when it came out. So maybe 15? I don't know. I was in high school. So
that part of your brain just
yeah,
start
it was like
solidified in that moment.
Yeah, it just shut off a whole area of supervillainy for me. Like,
Give me back my son.
Guess who's never gonna be a kidnapper? What? Never taken that road because people is gross. Well, and then Man on Fire.
Oh yeah.
You watch the kidnapping in that show? Like what if you come across Denzel Washington and get shot up? Like forget it.
Fuck that.
What is the off chance that some alcoholic bodyguard gets the drop on you?
I don't,
because he happens to be the merchant of death or the artist of death, the Picasso of murder.
Need some avenging angel coming after me, John Wick style.
That little girl you kidnapped saved his soul, and now you're dead.
Yep.
Nope. I got nothing for you. No kidnapping from me. I wonder if I could go through movies and just figure out why I'm not a criminal.
Good to know. Denzel and I will never cross paths in that way.
No, that's what it felt like, though, that 15, 20 minutes where we were in the car. I felt like I was in a movie.
Yeah. You could hear the soundtrack in your back of your mind.
Not quite there, but I mean, I was definitely like, this is like
we're just about to have like almost time for the vanishing.
Your heart rate's going a little bit more than it normally would be, and you're like, how am I gonna am I going to have a running scared moment?
When am I going to have to start driving evasively?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this going to turn into Naked and Afraid? I've already hurt my back putting my underpants on.
Yeah,
this is not going to be an okay situation.
Oh, spoiler!
Oh!
I don't think I can make this work.
Did I tell you that's how I hurt my back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said unfortunately because you'd sent a video of your kid playing hockey.
Yeah.
You're like, this is how he hurt his knee. Unfortunately, I didn't get a video of me putting on my underwear in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, no. So we had we got this big suite hotel room, but the bathroom and the sink are closed off from one another. So it's just basically the toilet and the shower. And so I'm getting I'm toweling off and I'm going to put on underwear, and I didn't want to fucking sit on the toilet seat to put on my underwear, obviously. And I'm usually perfectly capable. I can't do the sitting rising test, but I can.
But you can put on undies, goddammit.
Legs in my underwear, and and so I get the left leg in, and then I go to do the right leg, and then all of a sudden it's just and I'm done, and so. Then I spent the next part of the rest of the morning just walking around like a fucking geriatric.
My knees still hurt from that.
Yeah, but you killed it on that ice.
Yeah, so, man.
Yeah,
on.
That was
it was worth it.
Great goal. My son made a fantastic first
To
goal.
be clear, his knee still hurts from playing hockey, not watching his dad throw his back out playing underwear on.
And not from doing the sitting rising test.
Context is key, Cameron.
Tori,
is key.
We have not cracked the mead yet. It's not ready. We were talking about cracking it for next show. I'm very excited to try it, though. Unlike Hudds, I really enjoy my mead.
Moxham likes mead, too, so you guys can all enjoy some next time he's up.
Wait. Oh, I found one. A volunteer at a mental health therapy farm died after one of the sheep. ...
Ellipsis. Oh, dear.
Where's that at?
Right under your clicker.
You had the mouse
It's
on
the
it. Yeah,
sheep
right
there.
there. It's the sheep one. Here we go.
Rammed her in a livestock repeatedly.
Ooh,
Rammed her in a
okay.
livestock enclosure. I've dealt with sheep before. I've never met one that was real mean. Goats, sure, but Kim Taylor, 73, was caring for livestock in Massachusetts. Oh, that was why it was mean. It's in Massachusetts. It was in Bolton, Massachusetts. No wonder it was a mean sheep. Massachusetts is a horrible place.
Well, and she was 73.
A 73-year-old volunteer at a Massachusetts animal therapy farm died over the weekend after a sheep repeatedly rammed her in a livestock enclosure, police said. Bolton Police Department Chief Warren Nelson said in a statement shared with Insider that volunteer Kim Taylor was caring for livestock at Cultivate Care Farms on Saturday when the sheep charged at her. He said Taylor was seriously injured in the incident and went into cardiac arrest shortly after authorities arrived on scene. Taylor was taken to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead. She was a great grandmother.
So,
wow.
I wonder, you always see those articles where people are like, oh, more people die from dog bites than sharks kill people every year. How many people in the U.S. are killed by sheep every year? That's what are the stats on that?
less than Scotland, I'm sure.
What
Or
was a
per capita.
73-year-old lady doing packing around sheep?
I don't know.
You think you could beat a sheep in a fight?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but probably not.
Does it depend on the tenacity of that sheep?
If
You
I
have
was
3 new tabs open.
if I was putting money down, I'd probably throw my money on the sheep. I'd give it a hell of a fight, but oof, I don't know, man.
I think I could take a sheep. I know Mock could take a sheep.
The richest and
Rust
poorest
Armor's
city
dead.
in every U.S. state. That could be kind of interesting.
It's an ad.
Oh, is it? Oh, piss in my ass. It is.
No. Just no. Yuck. Jennifer Lawrence had a ton of sex during acting hiatus. Good for her.
Good for her.
John
Bang
Goodman
showbiz.
walks red carpet after 200-pound weight loss. We all know he's lost weight, though.
Yeah,
and then
he-
why are you showing like a rotund picture of him from 7 years
He
ago?
lost a bunch of weight, like back before they started the Connors, didn't
He's
he?
filming on the
Thanks
Connors
for the
right
faith-
now. It's
faith,
like
Mox.
it's like he's already lost. Like if you watch the Connors, he's lost the weight.
Yeah.
Bounces around a lot, though. Oh, that's a shot
That's
from the Gambler.
Yeah,
Back
man.
when I thought he
that's-
should have played the Kingpin.
This is.
Have you seen that show?
The Gambler?
Yeah.
No.
He looks like
It's decent.
He looks like the Kingpin.
Huh.
Has he got a? Oh no, that's the kid's foot from. If you go down, it looks like he's holding a pot pipe.
Oh yeah, it does. Ah.
I just
Yeah.
don't care about Lady Gaga.
He looks better now than he did last year.
He looks-
Last year
yeah.
he looked a little bit.
Looks all right.
I guess more tired.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that lose a bunch of weight and just look tired.
Yeah.
Like super tired.
It's really common.
But
I think she's extra, but I love Lady Gaga.
I don't know.
I
I
mean, I
ran
just don't
out
care.
of like she just seems. Is she extra though? Is she really like?
Oh, I
it
think
seems
so.
to me like she's not really much of anything now.
She's steadily becoming a very serious actress. It's
Well,
kind of
that's-
interesting.
It's weird because she went like really hard into being provocative and then like went way back.
Yeah,
like she
she's-
backed way off.
She's leaning a lot harder into like classy, like being classy.
Right.
You know, the shit that she does with Tony Bennett, the acting gigs, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I heard she
I-
drank actual blood for the vampire role in American Horror Story.
Huh, interesting.
She ate some babies or something.
She
Called up Tom Hanks and was like, "What's the best part?"
she's got one of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard. She's got a butt that just does not quit.
Really?
Oh yeah, man.
I just don't pay attention like I used to.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people disagree with me on it because she's got a very unique look, and a lot of people don't find her attractive. But I think she's just fucking knockout gorgeous, personally.
Jennifer Lawrence said she had a ton of sex during acting hiatus. Don't give a shit.
It's from Bang.
Was it
Showbiz.
was it with multiple people or was it with one person? Was
It
she
was
just
like
like,
with 8 people
I'm
at a
taking a
time."
break for 6 months and these doors are open, guys. Anybody come on in?
She just had a line out the door, just dudes,
Right.
some chicks with strap-ons. She was just all over it. Sorry.
She's been off for longer than 6 months, though.
She's got that new one coming out
If
with
I had a shitload of money, I'd take
on
a bunch of
Netflix,
time
that
off.
one. with,
Don't Look Up, the Adam McKay one. Yeah.
Is that about her skirt? Don't look
With,
up there.
Leonardo DiCaprio. When's that
The
come
Echo
out?
will
That's
deafen
soon, right?
you.
Soon. I'm not sure exactly what
Like
day,
within
but
the next
soon.
couple weeks.
Yeah. I don't know. I get the appeal for Adam McKay's movies, but they don't appeal to me.
Which one's he?
He did like The Big Short.
Partnered up with
and
Will Ferrell on
he did-
Anchorman and shit.
He did.
Yeah.
He did quite a few of the Ferrell movies, and some of those.
Apparently,
I, like,
I
but-
read the other day they had a falling out.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Also, didn't care.
No.
But I discovered the other day they had a falling out.
He did The Big Short, and he did that one. about, was it just called like Vice or something, that was about Dick Cheney, where Christian Bale
Yeah.
did all the physical,
Put on all the weight.
Like gained all
made
the weight
himself
to be
look
Dick
like
Cheney.
Dick Cheney, yeah. He does those. They're really, really satirical.
Should have been Lon Chaney.
Like,
Would have been better.
I guess the whole kind of contextual point of this movie is that it's about a comet that's going to be colliding with Earth and killing everybody, and all of the Fox News people and the president and everybody are all just like, oh, well, what do you mean it's not actually going to happen? And it's supposed to be like in the vein of climate change denial, because DiCaprio's a big climate change person.
Oh, because he drives to the airport in his fucking Range Rover and then jumps on his private jet to go deny.
Don't Look Up
people
is
to
kind
tell
of
me
a...
that me turning this heater on is what's changing the climate. Fucking cocksucker.
Don't Look Up is kind of a tongue-in-cheek way of talking about how people keep their heads down and the head in the sand kind of thing. I don't know.
My head's not in the listen. My head's not in the sand. My head is well out of the sand, but I also can't do shit.
Yeah,
Right.
About
I need
any
to
of it.
drive.
Leonardo DiCaprio's got more money
At
than
this
I'll ever
point,
see
I
in my
need to
life. He
drive.
can do a lot more about
Sorry.
changing the global
Take your fucking
climate change than I can.
Titanic money, Leo.
Invest some money
I'm sorry
in fixing
that I fart
shit.
sometimes, but I really like Taco Bell.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
nothing I can do about it.
these big countries and fucking China and shit are the ones that are.
If you really want to
driving
change
the-
it, then invest your money in
Yeah.
bombs to blow China back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
And that 1.8 billion people can really make a difference if they just start subsistence farming for 3 generations. Everything will go back to normal, or some semblance thereof.
Yeah, I remember like the Big Short was the one that was about the housing market crash and everything, and there's one point in the movie where it just cuts from the narrative of the movie to like what appears to essentially be a commercial, and it's Margot Robbie as herself just being hot and sitting in a bubble bath drinking a glass of champagne, explaining some of the financial terms and some of the, because a lot of that stuff
He stole that from me.
a lot of that stuff is kind of Greek to me.
Yeah,
That's the kind of
haven't
shit
seen that
that
movie I made. That's
No.
my whole movie. I'm just sitting in a bubble bath drinking
Champagne, explaining the housing crash.
No, I'm explaining climate change.
Okay.
Same concept.
Okay.
It's climate terms and
What's the name
vocab.
of
serious.
What's the name of the movie?
yeah.
You
I made
you
it.
did this?
What's the name of the movie?
Hudds explains climate change. I'm not good at titles.
That's really on the nose. But I don't know. It was just it's on YouTube. You can find it. It was just really weird and jarring, and
It's the kind of shit
I
that
don't know.
fucking Oliver Stone does in his movies.
Yeah.
Oh, where everything just
The
breaks.
fucking break the fourth wall.
yeah,
shit.
I don't know. It was just weird and not for me.
I know. There's a lot of stuff now that just isn't.
I'm having a hard time lately getting into anything at all.
Yeah.
I have not watched, like, we started watching that Power of the Dog movie with Cumberbatch on
Cumberbatch,
Netflix the other day. And it's not that it's a type of movie that would engage me and pull me in. But, my back was hurting. I was ready for bed the other night. But, like, I'm watching it and I'm like, it's not pulling me in. And there's other shit that I need to be watching too. Like, what's the Harder They Fall? I haven't watched that yet either.
Who's in that?
That's the Black Cowboy
Idris
one.
Elba.
Yeah, Regina King, Jonathan Majors.
And it looks really good.
It looks good.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a
I'm
lot
not
but I'm
of,
having
falling
a
over
hard
myself to see it, but it looks
Right.
good.
Yeah. No. And that's the thing is, like, all these movies are coming out. Like, I was waiting for this stuff to come out, and like Hawkeye, I wanted to watch Hawkeye a lot, and I haven't sat down and watched it either.
It's been really good. I still haven't watched Red Notice.
I've had to wait for Alex. And so I caught it all.
Watch Red Notice when you're bored.
Yeah,
And you're
I had a
looking
feeling
for
yeah.
it's fine. I
Midnight
didn't
Mass.
I heard that's good.
It's been fucking amazing. Tori and I haven't finished it yet. We've got 2 episodes left, but it's been fucking great. Strong recommendation there.
The other show, Mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner's, not too bad either.
Isn't that
Is
an
that on
Apple
Paramount?
one?
It's a Paramount one.
Oh, is it? Oh shit, I have Paramount.
Paramount Plus, yeah.
That South Park post-COVID special on Paramount Plus was fucking fantastic.
I need to watch that.
It was
too.
some of the best shit that South Park's come up with in a while. It was
I watched
really
the
good.
wisecrack on that, so I kind of got the gist of it.
It was very fucking funny.
Was it?
Yeah.
I ended up watching a 4-year-old parody documentary series. I think I told you guys this on Netflix, which was the American Vandal.
Oh,
where
yeah.
the guy goes around spray paints the dicks on the cars.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I never did actually watch it.
It is actually really funny. If you're into that kind of like that type of parody and the way they did it, like they've got a whole like it's these high school kids trying to break down who spray painted the dicks, and then they one of the guy they source, or the guy that says he saw the guy who did it, or the guy who's been accused of it, they're checking his credibility, and he's like, yeah, but he said so and so gave him a hand job, and I can't. And then they go into like they cut into this guy. He's got like braces. He's like, I don't know, but he's like, and he swears that he gave him a hand job. And then they like recreate the scene with a digital like landscape, and they have like a CGI made like person giving the guy a hand job on a dock, and they're just basically trying to like recreate that scene where he's getting the hand job. They don't believe he got the hand job, but they're trying to see if anybody could have seen him getting the hand job on the dock.
Did you ever watch any documentary now?
With Bill Hader,
Bill Hader
Armisen?
and Fred Armisen?
I did.
That was
hate Fred
quality.
That was fun too.
Yeah, that was quality.
You don't like Fred Armisen?
Never have.
He's
just.
I'm not a big
He's
fan.
like
I'm not a
just a
super
little
fan
bit-
of him, but he's okay in some stuff.
Yeah,
There's just a weirdness about him that I can't quite put my finger on.
yeah,
And,
I agree.
And if I could put my finger on it, I'd probably want to wash my hands. Like I just don't. I don't like the guy.
Moonbase 8 was good. That
I
was
really
with
do like-
John C. Reilly, and Fred Armisen was in that.
yeah,
and,
and Tim Heidecker,
Tim
right?
Heidecker,
Yeah,
yeah.
you told us about that one.
and
I like the premise of it.
it's fun. Heidecker's hilarious. He did a whole like 12-hour parody show of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I saw.
Boy, I bet you that's insufferable.
I don't know about that.
Rogan's already.
Heidecker is somebody who is kind of, I feel similar to him as I do with Armisen. I dislike more of his stuff than I like, but the stuff that I do like, I actually do like quite a bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen him enough. Like I didn't watch his show, the one that put him on the map or whatever.
Tim and Eric?
Yeah, the Tim and Eric Awesome Show.
It was
I've seen
fucking
some of
weird, man.
Yeah, I never
Like,
got into that
really
show.
weird.
But I've seen some of the stuff that he's been in after that I think is smart.
Yeah. The that movie review series that he does with I can't remember the dude's name, but the On Cinema at the Cinema.
Oh,
It's again, I feel like it misses a lot more than it hits, but when it hits, it's really
Right.
funny.
he did a whole thing where he ran for mayor. I think there's a whole.
Really? Huh.
Like he really ran for mayor somewhere.
No,
Or
I
he
think
did
it's
it-
done as parody, but it's funny.
This picture of Farrah Abraham on this news link made me double. I thought that was Halle Berry.
Who is she?
She was the very first teen mom on that MTV Teen Mom show.
Oh,
And then she wound up parlaying that into a porn career, I guess.
good for her.
Yeah.
Nothing like getting fucked on camera.
Nothing
that really-
like going from being famous for being a mom to being famous for getting railed on screen.
I'm an 18-year-old MILF. Like,
Classy.
I suppose that's a niche only a few of them can really pull off with proof. Like you can watch me on Teen Mom and watch me get railed on the Bang Bus.
I'm on Teen Mom on MTV, and I'm also on Inside Teen Mom
Jesus.
7 on...
Don't forget to join my OnlyFans.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm fucking serious that you should put this thing on OnlyFans.
We'd have to show our feet more.
Could you imagine what kind of weird comments we'd get?
Man.
We'd
Yeah,
have
I
to.
mean,
We'd
I'd
have to
have
show
to-
our feet a lot more and
Yeah, and
mail people our underwear and shit.
yeah,
mail people
you remember
underwear.
that time that someone asked you two to dance?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
that
had
was
happened
weird
like
shit.
That
every
was-
show.
That yeah.
That's okay. We don't
Now
have to pay
kiss.
attention. Now piss. Piss on his
Now
foot.
piss in his mouth.
He hasn't been stung by a goddamn jellyfish. I'll only pee on him if he gets stung by a jellyfish. Eduardo, go to the store and buy a jellyfish. Get the Portuguese man of war. I'll send you $6,000.
We're coming to you live from the Newport Aquarium. Ron's about to get stung by a jellyfish, and then we're gonna pee all over
And
him.
his actual brother is gonna piss on him.
This will scratch your incest fetish and your pee fetish.
And your Portuguese man of war.
And your Portuguese man of war fetish. It's just all those tentacles swinging around. It's like hentai only.
Only
Real
with
life.
stingers.
How big is
And-
Horicon, Wyoming? Brian says his uncle ran for mayor.
And
I'm-
are there whores there?
I'm impressed that you just knew that was Wyoming.
That's Wisconsin.
I was gonna say, is it Wisconsin?
It's
Is
Wisconsin.
Oh, it is Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
Wyoming
is
WY.
WY.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I made a mistake.
Yep. That's all right.
Fuck me, guys.
God damn it.
You
Fuck! Start the whole goddamn show over.
It's ruined.
I quit.
1 hour, 18
Scrap-
minutes, and 40 seconds wasted.
Scrap
I
this
nailed that too. I
shit
said
pile.
the 40 before it switched to 41.
Nice. Check your timestamps, folks. Wisconsin. Yes.
Yeah. He's got a delay.
Yeah.
We're live here, folks.
We're live.
You
Fuck
guys
it.
are on
We'll
a
do
delay.
it live.
Fuck it, we're going
Thank
live.
you, Bill O'Reilly. Fucking nut job. Love it. We're in the no spin zone now, folks.
Oh no, folks. Here we go. No spin. Woo!
I saw a bumper sticker today,
enough.
actually, that said
Big
Fox
enough to know
News,
not
where
to
the
vote
news
for it.
goes to die.
Jesus.
Horicon, Wisconsin's population is 3,595 people.
Oh, man.
I'd love to
It's
win.
big enough for a mayor?
Apparently.
Yeah, Asotan's got a mayor, and there's fucking 900 people there. Maybe 11 now, but I don't know.
Big enough to know not to vote for him. That's funny.
Bing.
So what's
Dated your
next?
sister for a while, Junior. You told me not to. Bing.
What do we got next
What
here,
else do
John?
we got?
That review that I wanted to talk about because it was so goddamn.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit was funny. Let
The
me see if I can find it.
the ever giving
LC
LC Valley
Reviews
Reviews.
is probably one
Just
of our
so
best
good to
sources
us.
for content.
so good to us.
I'm not going to say her name because, everybody doesn't either. But it says this review is for Holly's Hair and Wax Company. I went in and saw her today for a Brazilian wax, and it was my first time. I only want to disclose what exactly it was because she made it painless and comfortable. Definitely going back. Thanks, Holly, for the great experience. Why would you post that publicly? Just say, I went in, and Holly's Hair and Wax does great. Now everybody knows what that girl's pussy looks like. And why would you put that out there on blast? I don't understand.
Maybe she's really proud of it. Maybe
She's
she
just-
has vaginal hubris.
And Eduardo, being Eduardo, immediately looked up to look what her
Is
boyfriend looked like.
right. Yeah.
She's
Yes.
like, let's
Yeah.
see who's...
I like to go to the boyfriend's page to get an idea of who's mowing down.
And it just... I don't know.
What does
like,
this guy think of his girlfriend telling everyone on
Yeah.
social media
good for you
about
for
her vagina?
getting, the beard ripped off your clam. But do you have to tell all of...
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it is a private group. But do you have to tell the whole LC Valley that you went down and exactly which wax you got? Like, there's a landing strip down there now. Like,
Yeah.
come on, lady.
It's I'm always amazed at the amount of honesty that you see some people share on social media of just like, wow, you no shame, no filter, some combination of the two. I don't know. But it's I don't know. I think back to I had not even been on Facebook for very long, and I saw a very simple meme that was just red background, white text, and it said, "What if people shared in real life the way that they share on social media?"
Oh,
and I just
God.
always go back to that of like, what is it about social media? Because it's not like it's anonymous. I mean, some of it can be anonymous if you're on like 4chan or Reddit or something like that, but Facebook is very fucking far from anonymous.
It's got a
folks.
picture of you
Yeah.
snuggling your kid.
Yeah.
Like, and here you are talking
It's-
about the thing you squeezed your kid out of. Like, don't do that. Have some fucking decorum.
Have a little bit of class.
I say
and
as I swear
privacy, yeah,
loudly.
right?
I don't know. Just
I don't know. It's another one of those things. I'm an empathetic guy, but I don't understand it.
and then 3 out of the 5 comments that were there once I
I wanted to
cut it
see
out.
the comments.
it was lady was like, "Oh, you go, girl. I had mine done there too, and it was great and
all these-
painless." Like,
all these chicks in the bald pussy brigade
yeah, like, oh, girl
showing their
power.
solidarity.
I had her rip out my clam hair too. It was fucking great. Like, come on, ladies.
We should start a club.
Like, I'm, power to you, but
Yeah, I don't know. I just what possesses somebody to want to share something like that with the world?
and some of those little memes that you made out of her boyfriend's face were fantastic.
Yeah. There's a picture of him making a very discordant face,
Yeah,
He just,
standing over a
he
shopping
looks
cart.
really
he just
happy.
looks
At
really
Target.
sad and
And
pushing
he's-
a shopping
it's
cart.
like, so I have thought bubble. Why is she buying outfits when the basement is wrecked? And here we are at Target when I can't even find her Target. Talk about irony.
Yeah, he looks so put out in that picture. It's fucking great.
I don't know. I just can't a little bit be sacred.
Well, and you make the really, really valid point of all she would have had to say was, I went to this place and
I used her services. Here's a
she
link
took
to her.
great care of me. It was painless, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be like, she folded my labia to the left and then applied the wax.
It was warm and comforting.
Yeah,
Where she put
you
the-
just
like, come on.
I don't know. Keep it to your fucking self, lady, and your boy and your poor boyfriend.
Yeah.
Keep it between the two of you.
That's why you guys have an
Because
intimate
now-
relationship, so you can share with him these things.
Now you've got 3 guys that don't know you talking about your vagina on their podcast.
This is going to be on YouTube forever.
Uh-huh.
And 5 people are listening to us right now, and I
Yep.
think 2 of them are teenage boys.
Right?
6 people now. But I don't know. Just keep that shit to yourself, ladies.
Yep.
I know at least one of you is probably a lady. But think about stuff before you post it, because that shit's going to be on the internet forever, forever.
Doesn't go
And
away.
you know who's reading that and probably masturbating to it is Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, there's another picture of that creepy motherfucker.
Yeah, this was a link on the Bing,
He's a
on the
robot.
Bing
He doesn't
page.
masturbate.
He got linked
This was on the
on the Bing page.
Yeah, this is on
Wow.
the Bing
right
page.
there.
Bing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on Creme though.
But
yeah, it's still creme.
Creme on.
But
the
I mean, it's,
sounds like a penthouse letters. Where's this at?
Oh.
For a friend. Starbuck, Washington.
they got him.
They
Got him.
got him.
They got
Female
him.
victim. Okay. Yep. She probably played the victim card too.
Safe and
Involved in the
undergoing
alert, found a
medical
man
evaluation.
Fitting the description. Nice.
They got him. Fucking, where's our little live news center?
They both ran. They both ran.
The 15-year-old girl is safe and is undergoing a medical
know?
evaluation. They found.
So she got out of the car and ran, huh? Yeah, see, Chevy Trailblazer. That was what I was talking about.
Maroon Chibi Trailblazer.
So she
She was
ran?
with Bulls, according to
Yeah.
authorities.
Man, I can't wait to hear
Oh, she.
the
you know,
nuts
you
and
know why
bolts
she went
behind
with him
this
willingly?
story.
She went with him willingly so she could later run and write a tell-all book. And,
This
she
was
could get her
her,
15-year-old
yeah.
15 minutes of fame.
So that she can go on like Dr. Phil or
Yep. She saw his name on the
something like that.
registry when he moved into the area. And she's like,
She was at Whole
He's-
Foods
he
and
looks
she saw him
kinda
in line
scuzzy,
in front of
but
her. And she's like,
his
hey,
name's John, so he
that
can't be
dude's
that
a
well.
sex offender.
His last name is Bowles, so he could be terrible.
If I pretend to get abducted by him,
He's already non-compliant, so he's already in trouble. He's going to go to jail anyway. I might as well go with him. I can get to Starbucks before I
I don't
run
know.
away.
I'm interested. Yeah.
Well,
It's
she's
really,
she's not going back to school this year.
No.
it's really weird to me. I wonder
Obviously.
why she ran.
It's almost,
I wonder.
it's almost the end of the year.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
no, she's not finishing the year. In fact, she's probably not finishing high school at this point.
No, she's going to go on the talk show circuit.
Yeah. After a short pursuit, the two got out of the car and ran near North Park and East Maxwell. Police quickly caught up with them, and the suspect is in custody. The 15-year-old girl is safe and is undergoing a medical evaluation. Huh. Yeah, am really interested to find out if she was taken or if she took off.
I'm really glad it's fucking over. So I've
I
only
like
got
how
2 more days of this shit. in
WSP confirmed the drives was 36-year-old.
Yeah, this is
fucking
some
proofread,
shit.
guys.
Well, in the
just a
previous
little-
sentence, the 15-year-old girl safe.
Yeah,
It's like Rorschach talking.
it's
Yeah.
like they're throwing it at a fucking
15-year-old
algorithm.
girl
Like
safe.
here, AI, do
Undergoing
the
medical
job.
evaluation.
Never compromise. Not even in the face of Armageddon.
Not even in face of Armageddon. No articles at all.
Yeah.
Just verbs and nouns.
So the Amber Alert was issued on Monday.
Is there any way to turn those off on your phone?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Because I don't fucking care. There's absolutely nothing I can do.
Most of the ones
Most of
that I
them are
see
way out
are
of my
for
range.
Yeah, they're not
I
even
get it, and it says
anywhere
Spokane
near me.
or something. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh, I guess I'm going on a drive.
Jesus, now I got to go for a drive because I'm a goddamn American hero.
I'm gonna go find this girl.
There's a card in my wallet that says so.
I have a specific set of skills.
Like, the only person that I'm going to bring this fucking broken ass body after is Mara. Honestly.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, good news that this scuzzy fuckwad is back in custody.
Look at him.
And who,
He's
like,
got fetal alcohol syndrome.
at 15,
Look at that
looks at
face.
that face and is like, oh,
Right?
so cute.
That's not what she was thinking. If she went willingly, she knew what was going on, and she got her. She's like, I'll take that risk.
She got the attention she needed.
Yep. She's
Mommy
like,
and mommy and
I
daddy
can
will
get
talk to me now.
I can get a book deal out of this, and somebody will ghostwrite something for me, so they can put my name on it,
Yep.
and they'll get their money, and I'll get my money, and I can go be on talk shows, and I can probably get a movie deal out of this. I won't have to go to college and put that effort in and go
It's
into
too
debt.
much of a non-story because it's only a few days old. It died too soon.
Oh,
You drag it out longer.
no, I don't know what she looks like, but if she's even kind of pretty, she can parlay it into something. If she's as sneaky as 90% of 15-year-old girls are, she'll be just fine. She'll go out there and turn it into something. I mean, look at Teen Mom. She's still in the goddamn news.
Yeah, right.
She's 37 too.
Yeah. Her 16-year-old daughter's 21.
Yeah, right.
Or her 16-year-old
She could be a teen mom now.
She could have a porn
Complete
career.
the cycle.
And to answer Brian's question, that your Penthouse letter was on the local review site. So I don't know. You could
Yeah, the
look up LC Valley,
LC Valley
reviews
reviews.
on the Facebook and try and join it. But they might deny you because you live in California.
Yeah, our review page is exclusive to us, so we can all fucking.
Not gonna lie,
Cash me outside. How about
kind of
that girl got a
confused.
short-served music career.
That girl was live in concert at the Knitting Factory here a while ago.
See,
The Cash Me Outside girl.
The Cash Me Outside girl,
See?
yeah.
fucking
Tickets were like $35 a piece or something like that.
yeah, and she probably sold more than 50
Yeah, probably.
because it's the Knitting Factory.
What if you're a
why?
36-year-old like multiple sex offender with active warrants out and you're running off with a 15-year-old girl? What you doing in Spokane? Get the fuck out of the state. Get the fuck gone. Like, talk about hanging around the scene of the crime.
No
Is
shit.
Spokane Valley where
Like-
they got him?
Like, I've made it from
It's-
Vegas to here in a day.
Yeah,
I could
it's-
make it
they-
to Canada in fucking 6 hours.
They got him in.
Just
They
fucking
got him in
go,
Spokane Valley. And
North
it's-
Park and East Maxwell.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
I don't know. Look at him.
Anyway,
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
yeah.
His eyes are
Happy's
fucking improperly spaced.
Happy's fucking back
There's
in
a problem.
custody. Hopefully they keep him.
He doesn't
this
look
time.
like Ed Sheeran, that's for sure.
No.
Hopefully they
Definitely
keep
not a
him this
product
time.
of fucking hobbits, raven goblins. Something else happened there. Mommy drank the whole time she was prego.
Hopefully they keep him in custody this time.
Yeah, fuck.
Johnny Wayne Bowles. Fucking master criminal.
Let's not be too generous with that term.
There's some better master criminals.
Yeah, Ted Kaczynski would have a word.
Ted Theodore Kaczynski. Blew the competition
Credit
away.
where credit's due, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, close. Can we?
Yeah, get
can
his
we get
face
this
away
guy
from
off the
us,
screen
please.
Oh, I thought you wanted to
before I have my
Him and fucking
we're having
Melissa McCarthy.
nightmares. Dude, I would look at Melissa McCarthy every day for the rest of my life if I never had to saw that guy again.
Catch me outside. How about Zendaya and Tom Holland share adorable story about their height difference.
Oh, who cares?
See how slow it is? Is that
Yeah.
Megan Fox wore a plunging blazer with no pants. Who cares?
is that what they call that? What that dude is? A plunging blazer? Is that what he identifies
I
as?
don't know.
And he's not wearing pants?
For as much money as she spent on our plastic surgery, you'd think she'd fix her fucking thumbs.
No kidding. She's missing a joint there.
They're fucking so gross looking.
Why is it a controversial painting?
Because she looks like a Nazi widow. I
Because
don't
she's
What did the Queen sparked huge
she's given
controversy
the
when it was first
shocker.
released in
Is
'88
that?
after making her look dour. Is to go back on sale tomorrow. And in his painting, British artist Norman Hutchison depicted the monarch in the solemn outfit she wore to meet Pope John Paul II at the Vatican.
Did she even have dark hair in '88? I've only ever known her as a white-haired.
She's always looked like a grandmother to me.
Yeah. She's looked ready for death for as long as I can remember.
The Queen. All hail the Queen.
Yeah, damn, man. Slow
Slow news day.
news.
Washington, say bye to
This is
your auto insurance
impressive.
bill if you live in these zip codes. Selfless
go.
father of 3 dies after falling from Penn Overpass while helping stranded driver.
He looks like a happy guy.
Oh, there was one I read the other day where this dude like goes out, like this lady like got stuck on a fucking zip line. And the dude goes out on the zip line to save her, but ends up like sacrificing his own life.
Were you
in order
watching
to-
Cliffhanger?
That was like Cliffhanger, and I was like,
You're confusing
dude
your life
fell
with
to
the
his
life of
own
Sylvester
death
Stallone
to
again,
save
man.
her.
Calm down, John Lithgow.
And Michael Rooker.
I know that movie
This
was
is a good movie.
loaded, slam
The
packed.
family of Timothy Backlet is hoping to raise funds for his 3 children after he fell from a freeway and died while helping a stranded driver this weekend. He was 41 and died in the early morning hours of December 5th when he stopped to help a young motorist who had hit a guardrail while on I-376 in Hopewell, Pennsylvania. Though details of the incident are unclear, it is believed that he somehow ended up falling 27 feet from the freeway's overpass and died from his injuries at the scene.
Criminy sakes alive.
Yikes. See, let this be a lesson to you, kids. Don't do nice things for people, or you'll fall off
Yeah.
a freeway and die.
let me get you help, like qualified help.
Yeah, that's why I don't do nice things in public.
Tim and another witness stopped to assist the guy. He went around the backside of the vehicle to extract the individual, and from what we understand, he stood up on the concrete wall and slipped and fell off the bridge. Man, what a shitty way to...
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, I know it's
That
not
was
funny,
an
but
involuntary laugh.
Yeah,
But
it was-
It's just,
Whoops!
It's because it's such a fucking like.
such a goddamn banana peel situation.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like I'm just here to do the right thing.
well, and then the name of the fucking newspaper.
The Beaver County Times.
Like, come on. You people trying to make me look like an asshole.
I don't know.
Are you really trying to make me look like an asshole? Like, he just died the most Bugs Bunny fucking way possible.
Yeah.
And then it's the Beaver County Times. Like, come on.
Either that or Wile E. Coyote.
Is this shit really happening? And then you look at this bear standing in the river in the corner. Like, come on.
He pulled
Under
the-
Meryl Streep.
Pulled the person out of the vehicle and stood up on the edge of the concrete barrier, and the Roadrunner popped up behind him and went, "Meet me," and he fell off.
My only thing is, I would be doing that climb onto that wall with the most trepidation possible. Like, wouldn't even on
I'd
that
be
fucking
calling for a
wall.
professional.
I'd be like,
know.
I'm getting
Like,
if I don't have anything to hoist me there, I'm a clumsy guy.
I'm not.
I mean, I'd trip on the way to, like, I wouldn't even
I'm
get
not
to the
even
wall.
clumsy, and I wouldn't. I just
Yeah,
too much about me is not working properly anymore.
right.
Yeah. What else do we got?
Poor guy.
I know, and I feel bad about laughing about it, but you broke the
You
my fault.
you
you
cracked
broke
the
the
seal
egg
on
that
it.
son of
and-
a bitch, and so I was just all about it.
And the Bugs Bunny thing was meep meep.
You couldn't find
That's-
a less Bugs Bunny way to
That's
die. Come on.
that's pretty good.
Thirsty conservatives. Guest host Mia Love could replace Meghan McCain, but viewers aren't on board. Thirsty conservatives. I fucking hate everybody now.
All sides of every party
Yeah.
are the worst.
Like,
There's no way to win. There's no middle ground to win on anything.
I know. And you know what? My party sucks balls too. Like, the whole libertarian argument is just not, it's like a non-argument. Like, just leave me alone. Yep. That's where we stand. Just leave me alone. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah. This
I'll
guy
leave
looks
you
like
alone
Mark
if you leave
Zuckerberg.
me alone. Why Harlem is being called out over a 45-second barbershop.
The worst actors of all time ranked in order.
Oh, really?
I'm
Didn't he just say he never wanted to see that dude again?
I don't
And then
man,
he
I don't
found a
want to
better
see
one.
I don't want to see that guy either. Holy cow.
Evan Rachel Wood installed bulletproof what?
Something
Catherine Zeta-Jones shows off abs. What does that have to do with anything?
How is that
How is that
news?
even my fucking business? Hilarious stories of celebrities getting way too stoned. Okay.
Don't.
That's
They're
probably
I don't
probably
know,
not
they
even
had
that
a-
hilarious.
They had a picture of Ruby Rose, the chick that was Batwoman.
that was what you picked?
That worst article or worst actors ranked.
Yeah, she's up there.
She's
Where was she?
Or isn't she like an it or something now? Isn't that what? Isn't she?
Oh, there it is.
identified
There it
as-
is. I think she's just a lesbian.
Is it?
I think. I could be wrong, but
Oh, see, these are always
when it
terrible,
comes to
'cause you can't
acting,
just
there's
look
a
at
fine
list.
line between hit and miss.
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
Tommy Wiseau,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on the list.
Jennifer Love
Jay
Hewitt,
Hugh, come on.
Chuck
Chunk
Norris,
Yeah, they're just looking for
Ruby
hate
Rose.
clicks
Yeah.
Oh, I'll agree with the Jamie Kennedy thing.
now. Yeah, that dude was.
I
fucking
agree with
hate
Jennifer Love
him.
Hewitt. All these are good calls.
So far, yeah.
I don't know. Gwyneth Paltrow used to be pretty good.
I don't know. I like
Disagree.
I
like
Owen
Owen
Wilson.
I like Owen Wilson too.
He executes what
Madonna's
he
a
does.
singer, not an actress.
Yeah.
I know she's acted a few times. David Hasselhoff, not an
He's
actor.
a, he's a
singer,
utility
too.
player. He does what he's good at.
Bo Derek was pretty. That was her whole job.
Was.
Jaden
Jaden
Smith
Smith
is
is
famous
nepotism.
for being famous.
Yeah.
Brigitte Nielsen had a niche. She was Shaquille O'Neal
Shaq's
was
a
a
basketball
basketball
player.
player.
Yeah.
He was not a genie for real.
Megan Fox is not a terrible actress. I'm sorry.
Rob
Rob
Schneider's
Schneider has a
okay
niche.
where he fits in. Yeah.
Paris Hilton
Not
is-
an actress.
is a socialite.
Yeah.
Tom Green
Tom Green's a comedian.
is a host.
Yeah.
Kaylee Cuoco is
Actually, she's good in that fucking flight attendant show.
Is she? I still haven't watched that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chris Tucker.
I don't care about Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker was like the 90s version of Kevin Hart. He was just,
Yeah.
I scream a lot, and I'm really what? Like, that was it.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher was amazing on that 70s show. Like, that might have been his only one-note thing that he
Mandy
can do.
Moore was a singer.
He's
Mandy
all right
Moore
in the
was a
ranch.
singer.
The ranch is all right.
Mandy Moore was a singer.
Charlie Sheen was a
You
great actor.
dare say an unkind word about Charlie Sheen article.
Especially when he's pretending to be sane for a little while,
Fuck
when he was just
you.
losing his mind.
That is fucking Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn to you, motherfuckers.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is a fantastic voice actor.
He's
Yeah.
like a wrestling promoter dude now, isn't he?
Is he?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know he's a
I
good.
know he was a writer.
I know he's a
for
really
while.
good voice actor. Yeah.
Was he a writer for the wrestling show?
I think so.
Oh,
if
maybe
you
that's
scroll
what-
down, check it out. It probably says something.
Huh.
I don't know.
Man.
No.
They seem to be
But he's a hell of a-
referencing Rotten Tomatoes a lot on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's not really a. David Spade is a shitty actor. He's a comedian.
But he knows he's not
He's
a
a
great
stand-up.
actor. He's
Yeah. I don't even
I
know
don't
who
even
that
know
is.
Charlene Tilton.
she was on Dallas.
She was in superhero movie.
I don't know who she.
Ben
Ben Affleck's a good actor.
What?
He's one of my favorite Batman.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys I followed for a long time. I don't think
He's a
does-
pretty decent
I don't
writer,
think
too.
Every movie
Yeah.
he does is great, but I think he's a good actor.
Well, yeah.
Drew Barrymore's a good actress.
Yeah.
She's fine. Most of the time, she makes some poor choices, but who doesn't?
She was fucking
She had a really rough go of
amazing
it in her 20s.
in
Carrot Top's not an actor.
Santa
He's a
Clarita
prop.
Diet.
Yeah, she was.
She was so
Everybody
good
was
in
great
that.
in Santa Clarita Diet. Apparently,
disagree with
whoever this
Hartnett.
was didn't watch Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, Hartnett's
Because
a good actor.
he was
too.
great in that.
I've never been a big fan of his.
I
but
didn't like him because he was pretty.
I don't think he's bad.
He's
though.
prettier than I am, and that's not fair.
And Roseanne's not bad either. She
No.
had some really fucking good dramatic turns in the fucking
And Roseanne
TV
is
show.
funny.
yeah.
Funny.
She's just really off-putting. That's.
Uh,
I don't know that I've really
She didn't do enough.
ever seen enough of her
no.
to.
Yep. Hard agree.
There's just nothing I like about Rosie
I don't like
O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell at all.
You
There's
know,
nothing
she
I
did
like
a
about her.
couple like before she got political and before she got her talk show, like another stakeout. She had a good turn in that, but that was carried largely by Richard Dreyfuss and
I don't know. I've never liked her.
Yeah.
I don't think I can't think of anything I've ever seen her in that I've liked her in.
well, she was ensemble,
Oh.
but even her stuff in League of Their Own, she
Oh,
wasn't great
yeah.
in that.
I did like that
she was-
movie, though.
She
Fair.
was okay.
Fair,
The movie was fine,
fair.
but
Oh,
Okay.
hard agree there, too. He is not an actor. Larry Miller!
What?
Larry Miller's fine.
He's fucking great.
He's kind of one note, but he's not
He's
bad.
really
like,
one
he's
note,
got
but
his thing.
yeah.
And yeah, Pamela Anderson wasn't an actress.
Yeah, but she wasn't.
That wasn't
she
her
was-
gig.
She was just
She
a
was
sex symbol. She
tits.
wasn't an. Elvis was a singer.
Sean
Elvis was
Connery should be on the list.
Yeah, he wasn't an actor. He was a movie star. There's a distinct difference there.
Yeah. Oh, Tori's getting the bunk bed put together. Nice.
Nice. I know.
I'm excited to see that.
Elvis.
The girls are fucking stoked.
Hulk Hogan, not,
Not
an
an
actor.
Not an actor. He's a
Professional
wrestler.
wrestler. Taylor
Hard
Lautner.
agree.
I don't think I've ever seen him.
He is like a
acting.
vacuum
that
of
stupid,
charisma.
Katherine Heigl
yeah.
was a good actress. She was a bitch behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that's what got her turned. Katie Holmes, not a bad actress.
No.
Julianne Hough, I can't even think of what she was in.
Me either.
Zac
Fuck
Efron.
you, Zac Efron.
I think
is
Zac
great.
Efron has not.
I really like Zac Efron.
We have not realized the full potential of Zac Efron.
I don't
He
know. I saw
was-
Nicole Kidman pee on him, so.
He was
Speaking
so
of jellyfish
fucking.
stings.
He was so fucking funny in that one that he did with Seth Rogen, where they were neighbors with the college students. He
Neighbors.
was so. Was
Did
it
you
Neighbors?
see-
Yeah.
Did you see the Paperboy?
No, I never did watch it.
You guys need to watch it.
I heard it's good.
It's not.
It's not good.
No, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why are we watching it then?
Because it's like,
Isn't Cusack in that? too?
yeah, and Nicole Kidman and Zac Efron. Like it's
Is it like
really,
Trainwreck bad where you
yeah,
can't look
like
away?
you want to watch it like a car crash. I don't even know who that is. She's
No.
kind of pretty, but
Addison Rae, J-Lo. I disagree with this.
I know she pretends to be human really well.
She can.
But she's like some sort of weird succubus creature.
Yeah.
She's awful. Just an awful fucking person.
Disagree.
Luke Wilson, I enjoy his stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Both
everything.
Wilsons are on there.
Paul Rudd,
Rudd
fuck
is-
you.
What?
Okay,
All right,
this list is
close.
over.
Yep, no, close this. Fuck that.
Fuck you. Wentworth Miller.
He's
I-
black.
Is he? He's also gay.
He's really one note.
He is. I don't like him, but
no.
I don't.
You know,
I don't
Prison
think he's a
Break
bad
was
actor.
good. They should have left it at the end of this when the series ended instead of trying to fucking make movies. For
Never watched it.
It was like it should have been
Nope.
like 3
Fuck
seasons.
you.
Dude,
Justin Timberlake is
so
Timberlake's
absolutely
really
talented.
good.
fucking-
Nick Jonas is a good actor.
Is he? What's he in?
What
Careful what you wish for.
He was in Jumanji.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a bit part, but he was in Jumanji.
I don't have any hate for the Jonas Brothers because I was way too old when they hit
Yeah.
the scene.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, I can't believe they said Justin Timberlake is super talented.
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie.
What?
Did you not see The Golden Child when he took probably one of the shittiest scripts ever and turned it into something beautiful?
48 hours, motherfucker.
yeah, fucking Jessica Simpson. I can.
Singer, not an actress.
Yeah.
Hard disagree. I fucking love Kristen Stewart.
In what?
Underwater, for one.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's decent.
She
Trying to
just
think
gets
of what-
she just gets screwed because of the Twilight shit.
Just like what's his
Just
name?
like Pattinson, yeah. She's talented.
that little girl, Chloe something.
Yeah, hit
Chloe
girl.
Gray something. She was talented when she was little. I haven't seen her in anything recently, but man, when she was Hit Girl, she was awesome.
She was in the
Oh no,
Suspiria.
Daddy, shoot me!
She was in the Suspiria remake.
She's got a movie coming out that looks pretty good.
She wasn't a very big part in it, but she was. I think that's the most recent thing I've seen her in. No, if you've never watched Underwater, you should. It's
Is it all right?
it's a Cthulhu.
Really?
Yeah, and it's really solid. I've watched it I think 2 or 3 times. I enjoy it.
You ever watch Night Gallery? It's an old Twilight Zone style series. Same host and everything.
No.
Rod Serling.
No,
There's
I'll watch
one-
anything with Rod
there's,
Serling, though.
There's one where Carl Reiner is like a college
me.
professor,
yeah,
and all of his students they have names of people who wrote in the Cthulhu mythos, like H.P. Lovecraft and August Derleth and all those others are
yeah.
in the class as his students. And he's reading out of the Necronomicon, and he's got all of the different people's names on there, and like he mentions Azathoth, and there's like a storm starts outside, and then he's reading out of the thing, and then he turns into this like weird swamp monster.
Really?
It's fucking crazy.
Night Gallery?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't remember what the episode was called, but it should be pretty easy to find because I'm sure there's not too many that
I'll have to check.
Carl
I'll have
Reiner
to-
in them.
I'll have to check and see if I can find that. That sounds like something I'd enjoy.
Oh, yeah. There was one with Leonard Nimoy where he kept seeing this cat that wasn't there, and then the cat ended up being a tiger, and he ended up getting killed by this phantom tiger thing.
Huh.
There's just tons
Interesting.
of them, and they're all like shit that was too weird to be on the Twilight Zone.
Mom and I used to watch a lot of Twilight Zone together.
It's fucking crazy.
It's a good show. Man, that guy is creepy looking.
Yeah.
He's creepy. I'm skimming to see if the article's even worth it. It's not. He just confessed to murdering.
Another
People.
person.
He looks
as
like
in-
he's
extra person.
he looks like he's murdered people.
Yeah.
He looks like he was in like everybody who's
Like
ever
he's like,
cast in a movie.
guys, I murdered somebody else.
Guys, I did
Okay.
it. I did
Just
it
so
at
you know.
Edwardo, too. I this is something that I did on the regular. And he partially looks that way because he doesn't have any teeth.
Oh. Speaking of
Not having teeth. Carl Reiner? Rod Serling.
Rod Serling and the Twilight Zone. That reboot. Did you guys watch any of that?
No.
I watched a couple.
It was terrible.
I only watched a couple because
So bad.
and even the couple that I watched weren't that great, and that was a Jordan Peele deal, huh?
Have you noticed that a lot of these dudes
Peele
that
was just like a producer and like helped get the show off the ground and whatnot, but I don't think he actually wrote any of it. But it was shockingly not good.
have you noticed that a lot of these dudes that like pull off really good stuff end up getting like big budgets and just
And
throwing
don't
it?
and
Yeah.
don't do anything good with it.
Yeah.
I know I've talked about it before, but I think part of it is a lot of their creativity is tied to not having anything.
They're
Not
imposters.
having-
They're imposters within their skill set because they just kind of luck into it.
Well-
to a degree. It'd be like if I did something really cool one time, and then they're like, "Here, have lots of money," and I'm like, "Well, I'm all out of fucking ideas because I just did the one."
I
used my idea. I'm out now.
I think part of the idea is coming from not having stuff.
Right.
And so they're like, well, shit, now I got to jury rig something,
Yeah.
and it worked. And so there's a lot of creativity begets more creativity.
Right.
And
Yeah,
when you can
yeah.
just throw money at a problem, like, well, God, I can just pay these guys to do it in a computer.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
Nolan's stuff. I like some of the earlier stuff way more than the stuff he churns out
yeah, when
now.
he's putting things
He's
on like
regressed.
remote control cars instead of
Yeah.
like giant fucking cranes.
Fuck, I love
or planting
Memento
fields
a lot.
for Interstellar.
Prestige.
And Prestige,
Prestige
is
is
good.
fantastic.
Still
but
his
he wasn't
best
trying
movie.
to do goofy shit. Or
He was
I-
just
I
making
don't know.
movies. He was just
he
making,
wasn't
just making
super
movies.
fucking with time. Like, I know he was jumping around in the timeline, but the characters weren't jumping around in the timeline.
Right.
Yeah.
The only jumping around in the timeline was reading the diary, really,
Yeah.
which is way better than time travel. Because when you start doing time travel, and I don't know what the hell was going on in Tenet. I still haven't seen it, but I've seen enough people talking about it to know, like, I don't know, people
it's still super fucking hard to even explain
Yeah.
what you don't understand already. Like, I mean,
yeah.
it's like asking a baby to explain how glass is made.
We melt down the sand, and
No, it's funny. I still haven't seen Tenet either, and I watch a lot of movies.
I watched Tenet, but I
just wasn't interested,
yeah.
which is weird because I like his movies by and large, but I just was not interested.
Well,
It looked like somebody making a parody of a Christopher Nolan movie.
yeah.
It really did.
I watched Inception when it came out, and then I watched it later, and I understood it when I was a little bit. I don't know, like I had to be ready to watch it. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
when I first watched it, I just wasn't as invested, and then when I watched it again, I was like, okay, I get what they're doing, but it still wasn't like so profound that I had to like shit my pants over it.
Yeah. I'd be more interested in him just making a movie that ran in normal
Yeah.
sequence.
Order.
And told
Like,
a story.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
played with characters.
Just tell a
gave me
good character
something.
story. Quit
Because
trying
it's
to.
not like Batman was bad.
No.
And that mostly ran.
Well, it was
normal.
so Taylor Sheridan, who did he wrote and directed Wind River
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
And-
Yellowstone.
and
too.
and
Yeah.
created Yellowstone. He's
Yeah.
got 1883 coming out, which looks amazing. But then on the flip side of that, he also did that shitty
He wrote.
Fire Angelina Jolie movie.
He wrote Sicario.
He wrote
as
Sicario
well.
and
he
the
didn't direct
sequel
it, but he wrote it.
What Angelina Jolie movie?
that Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Okay.
Where she's the firefighter.
Yeah,
would-
it's not great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but I mean, of all the projects he's worked on, that's like the shittiest. The rest of stuff, and one of the things I was reading about in his like an interview is he has, because he acted first, he was like one of the cop actors in Sons of Anarchy. He was like the deputy to Unser.
Like the main one that gets hit by the van in the
Yes,
second season?
yeah,
The
No shit.
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah.
Really?
yeah. And so like he wanted to get killed off because he wanted to kind of pursue his own
He wanted
writing
to do his
career
own shit.
and do his own shit. But one of the things he said, he was like he
Yeah, it
developed
is.
an allergy to exposition, and
Huh.
so like his stories really move along. He did Hell or High Water too,
Yeah, he did Hell or High Water.
Okay.
and so he doesn't waste. He spends time on.
Apparently, he
character
worked on that Mayor of
development.
Kingstown too. Speaking of Jeremy
Yes,
Renner.
yeah. He works on character development and telling character stories less so than focusing on all the fucking exposition bullshit, which I actually think is
I've liked
good.
a lot of the stuff of his that I've seen thus far.
I
More
think-
than I've disliked.
I
I
didn't
think
like
you'd
him
like-
as an actor, so I'm glad he's moved on to doing things that I like him doing.
I think
Yeah.
you'd like Yellowstone.
I think I would too. I keep hearing about it, but I have
Wasn't
to
it Rick?
keep-
that was
Rick
talking
just
to us
started
about
it.
it. Yeah.
I have to keep putting it off because Grandpa keeps telling me things He's like, well, Rick said something about how great somebody was, and Grandpa was like, "Oh yeah, when they shoot him in the head, it's fucking terrible."
Oh,
like,
fuck.
Rick's like, "Thanks for spoiling it for me," and Grandpa just kind of laughed, and he's like, "No, I really haven't gotten that far. I'm like 4 episodes in," and Grandpa's like, "Oh, sorry," and then Mom and I were talking about starting to watch it, and Grandpa's like, "Oh yeah, I spoiled that for Rick when I told him such and such actor died," and I was like, "Jesus,
Damn it,
dude,
Grandpa!
you dick!"
Damn it!
and he just starts laughing again, and then he tells a stupid joke, and he's like, "I guess I'm just not funny anymore." I was like, "No, I'm just still a little bit bitter that I have to put off watching this show again
Until I can.
So that
Till
I can forget what you
said.
told me. Yeah.
And I said, "I'm trying to forget the name of the actor because I can't put a face to the name because for some reason I'm good at forgetting that, but I need to forget the name now."
Yeah.
And then he says the name again. And I'm like, "What do you do? You
son of
fucking
a bitch."
dick.
God damn it!
Why do you keep doing that?" He's like, "I thought it would be funny." Like, you're not being funny. You're being an asshole.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Is that on Paramount Plus?
Yeah.
What is that on?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a Paramount.
I should
Yeah, well,
start.
no, it's not
maybe
on.
I need to start that.
Yellowstone's not on Paramount Plus. No, it's on Peacock.
Oh
Is it?
fuck! Really?
The first 3 seasons, and then Paramount Network is broadcasting
Oh.
the current season of Yellowstone. This is how they
Cox.
get all their fucking little.
Cox.
Talons
hands
in
and
you.
everything,
All their
because
little birdie talons.
They're
in
like,
you.
okay, because they know, and it's because they know everybody's sharing with each other.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm borrowing.
I don't know anybody who has.
I'm
Peacock.
borrowing my dad's cable.
Except for you, obviously.
sign-in, but he's borrowing all my streaming sign-ins.
Yeah.
But that's how they're like, okay, well, we're going to make it so you have to have everything to access everything because everybody's going to borrow.
Damn it, Matthew! Really?
Told you when you Peacock.
He was hard selling me on it the other day.
Peacock's not that great. Mr. Mercedes is good with Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah, but I watched most of that already. I watched it when
I
it
don't
was
know.
when it was on.
And season 2 and 3, the first season's great, but
Yeah.
season 2 and 3 really fucking takes a deep dive into
season 2 was when
Stephen King.
I checked out.
weirdness.
I didn't
Yeah.
finish season 2 because
I told
was
Alex
like,
we're going to cancel Netflix after Cobra Kai and Stranger Things 4 comes out.
Did he cry?
He's like, come on. I was like, when's the last time you turned Netflix on? He's like, I guess when we watched Cobra Kai. I was like, yeah, we don't use it.
Annabelle uses Netflix.
And
But I did cut down. I think I talked about this actually. I followed suit with you. I cut back so it's only the one user at a time, and it's
Is that still working?
it's fucking
You can't-
easy peasy
you
lemon
can't even
squeezy,
tell
man.
the difference between standard definition on an 87-inch TV.
It is not enough of a difference to notice, and we have so many other streaming services that if somebody's using Netflix, fuck it, I'll watch
I'll watch-
HBO or Hulu or
Yeah.
whatever.
I think I had
know.
to bump back up for something because something was on at the same time as something. But I didn't bump back up to. I think I just went back up to 2 screens, not to 4.
I cut.
We use Hulu every night, Tori. You're
Grandpa was watching
joking. We fall asleep to Bob's Burgers
his live
religiously.
football on the YouTube TV.
Yeah.
And he would leave it on downstairs and come upstairs and watch it with Rick, and it would just tie everything up.
Oh.
And so I went downstairs and turned the quality all the way down to
Yeah.
like less than even 7,
Like
8.
360 or something.
Yeah, you cannot notice.
No.
And he's got a 78-inch TV downstairs, and on top of that, he could get it through the antenna.
Yeah, dude, fucking
And YouTube TV has commercials too, so it doesn't matter. It's like you can't make the
He's
commercial.
paying for YouTube TV.
No, Mom's boyfriend does, so they've got it hooked up.
God, that's
I-
like $60
Prime
bucks
Video
a month
cover
or
or
something.
Prime Video carries Thursday Night Football. You can stream Thursday Night Football through Prime now.
Well,
yeah.
you get a bunch of sports shit with Hulu too.
Yeah,
With,
but
if you
ESPN
bundle with ESPN.
ESPN
I've-
Plus
I've
is
got that.
disappointing. You can't watch live football with it.
You can now.
College.
Rick's thinking about picking it back up because they added it.
Not live, no.
Yeah.
Oh, he said they did.
No.
Just
Maybe.
within
Well,
the
maybe
last
it's just
couple
college.
months.
They
You
have
have
college
to
for
you have
sure.
to have you still have to have
I don't know. I
if
still
you-
haven't signed into
if you want to
ESPN+,
well
so I
and
don't
it's
give a shit, but-
it's only for Monday Night Football.
Oh.
Because ESPN exclusively carries Monday Night Football. But actually, for anyone who's listening who might be interested, the following 2 weeks will be simulcast on ABC, so you don't have to have ESPN for it. But for any cord-cutting people who might be interested. But at the beginning of the football season, we were trying to figure out, because we cord cut. And so we were trying to figure out, okay, well, we have CBS, Fox, and NBC through the rabbit ears. So we get Thursday Night Football's on Fox. Everything that's on Sunday is on either CBS, Fox, or NBC. But Monday Night Football is exclusively on ESPN. And Mom was like, well, we have Hulu. Let's do the ESPN Plus bundle. And I was looking into it. And yeah, they don't. You can watch rebroadcasts of the games after they're over. But
So
you
why
can't
not
watch
just do
them
that?
live.
What do you think?
'Cause
You're
it's-
asking them to do, Chris?
Well, the thing, it's only the one game. I'm not going to pay for ESPN Plus to be able to watch one game.
Oh, it's in the bundle.
Because I can
I
fucking...
wouldn't pay for ESPN.
No,
Plus.
I
it's,
can
it's
go-
built.
bundle.
It's baked into the cake.
I can go
now.
on my... Well, it's in my backpack. I can go on my sweet 12-inch Samsung tablet, go to the NFL Fantasy app right here, and... boom, you hit that little TV button in the right, and you automatically start streaming whatever games that are currently being broadcast in your market.
Oh, cool.
So I don't even fucking need
I don't know why
TV.
anybody watches football, but
I don't even need TV. I can fucking watch it on my tablet, which is great because I can just carry it around the house with me while I'm doing my chores and have football with me everywhere that I go. But
yeah, I don't know. I just don't care.
no, I know.
But,
yeah,
it's not
like-
your thing. I get that. It's definitely not for everybody.
But I wouldn't get ESPN if I could knock $5 off the package deal, because I just want Hulu Plus
Yeah.
and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
My dad used ESPN Plus for the first time the other day to watch the Grizzlies play.
There's some 30 for 30s I want to see.
Yeah.
Some of those are fucking fascinating.
Because there are times in sports history that I care about.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
But like current things going on, I don't give a shit about these overpaid cocksuckers throwing balls around.
There's a
If
new...
I cared, I would watch it, but I
There's
don't.
a
And
new
just like
series.
anything for me, like when I made my joke to you about like, well, what are you asking him to do? It's like I can watch if I want to watch a football game that's on tonight, I can watch it tomorrow
Yeah.
if I'm that in need of watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I really need to watch it,
I'm not
I
worried
could watch
about
it.
like I don't talk to people about sports, so I'm not worried about anything getting spoiled for me. And
Right.
if it did, I wouldn't give a shit either.
There's a new documentary, little miniseries thing coming out on ESPN Plus. I think it's called Man in the Arena or something like that, but it's about Tom Brady and his. I would watch the shit out of that. Like that kind of thing is very interesting to me. I love those. The NFL Network has a series called Football Life that's basically like kind of the equivalent of A&E's biography, except for solely revolving around football stuff. Vice Network has a new series that they started doing this season or this year in conjunction with Dark Side of the Ring that's called Dark Side of Football that is really fucking interesting. See, Moxie, I never have played fantasy football for money. I've thought about it, and I've actually been getting I've been learning a lot and getting really interested in NFL betting, learning more about over-unders and, money lines and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't pulled the trigger on doing it yet. There's been a few times that, like this weekend, I was really pissed that I didn't because for some reason the over-under on the Chargers-Bengals game was just like laughably low, and I think they were 10 points away from the over at halftime. And I was like, God, why did I? And it was the number on it was 115 or plus 115. So you bet $100, you win $115. That's the ratio of how much money you would win. You don't have to bet $100. It's just that's how they describe
That's
the
the
line.
payout.
That's how they describe the line. And I was like, fuck. And as soon as I heard it when they were talking about it on the radio, because one of the I don't really listen to the radio when I'm driving anymore. I pretty much exclusively listen to sports talk radio because for one, I'm a big sports fan, and for two, I get tired of hearing the same songs over and over again on the radio. And there's a program called Straight Outta Vegas on Fox Sports Radio that is something I've been listening to quite a bit lately. I've become a pretty regular listener. It's one of the things that's gotten me interested in this stuff. and they, towards the end of the week, going into the weekend, usually on Friday show, they'll discuss each NFL game that's coming up for the weekend, what the over-unders are, what the money lines are, and everything like that. And they were talking about that Chargers-Bengals game and what the over-under was. And I was like, fuck, that's like, I don't know. I should have bet it, is the moral of the story, but I didn't. I'm leery about diving too heavy into sports gambling. I don't really have a terribly addictive personality, but I don't know. I also don't feel like I have enough money to justify gambling.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But
yeah, you should only bet with money that you can stand to lose.
yeah, right?
If you're going to go that route.
And Tori and I are kind of really scrimping and saving for what we can for moving expenses and all that kind of shit right now. So I don't know. It just feels kind of reckless or maybe a little bit silly to be gambling on football. But I don't know. Maybe once things are a little more stable, I will get more into it. But it's been really interesting to me. And I think I'm knowledgeable enough about that kind of stuff. And I keep up on it enough that I feel like I'm pretty relatively well informed on it, that I would be making pretty educated bets, but who knows?
You never do.
I know that on the two this weekend that I would have comfortably bet on, I would have won both my bets.
Nice. And I don't know. I guess the sports that I had a guy that was
Exactly.
through.
Yeah.
And-
Well said.
And he would only bet baseball and hockey, and he had spreadsheets, and he would wait until at least a quarter of the season was done,
Yeah.
and he could figure the rest of the season, and he made an extra $50,000-$60,000 a year betting based on the statistics from the first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
And you
And
can do that.
the thing to remember about it is you only have to win. You only have to bet correctly on 55%.
I'd be good at anything that I'm interested in.
As
It's just the
long
way I am.
as long as you hit 55% or more of your bets, you're in the black. You're good. It's and that's not bad odds, really.
Yeah, I just
I don't know.
Sometimes
it's something that's been interesting to me of late that I've been kind of learning a little bit more about.
yeah, football doesn't have enough games, from what this guy was saying, to do it analytically. Like you can get pretty good guesses, but you've got no guarantees.
Yeah.
The way you do with hockey and
Especially something like baseball. 162 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the numbers are just there, and you'll even if you lose a few bets, you're going to come out ahead at the end.
Baseball analytics get crazy. Like, have you heard of the WAR stat? It stands for wins against replacement. It basically is like your WAR stat is say that you play shortstop and the team is projected to. I thought we agreed you were selling feet picks for extra cash. I could do that too. Not gambling on football. Say that you play shortstop for some team, and at the beginning of the season, the team is projected to win 90 games. And then say that your WAR rating is a 9. Well, that means wins against replacement means that having you in that position means that the team is likely to win 9 more games than they would if you were replaced by somebody who was the average.
Huh.
Yeah, like they get that deep into it.
That's nuts.
Right? And what goes into calculating that, and how do you calculate whether somebody's average, and where are the poor bastards that are sitting on a team that are at have a negative 1.3 WAR rating?
Yeah.
Of like, we could pull some dick off the street and be better than we are with you.
If we replaced you, we'd win more games.
Yeah.
Adele's Las Vegas shows have reminded so many people why they hate Ticketmaster.
There's another lady I love.
Amber from My 600 Pound Life.
I don't know who that is. Adele.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
God, some of her songs are fantastic.
Hey, let's go through an Amber slideshow.
Let's not.
Oh, man.
We better get out of here.
I was really confused.
600
My
pounds.
my mom went on a kick of watching that those kind of shows for a little while, and
Yeah.
I could not understand for the life of me.
What the draw
Just
is.
that is just miserable.
Do you want to know? We can close on that.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You get to watch somebody who is worse off than you are. And that's a draw.
Just
You get to-
tickles-
you
it
get to
just
look
tickles some
and
people.
you get to feel better about yourself because you get to watch somebody
And
for a
judge
half
them
an hour
without
who is
feeling bad
worse
about
than
it.
you are.
It's like the Tiger King
Yeah,
effect.
you get
Like,
to
at least
watch
I'm
them.
not these people.
Yeah, like look at me. I'm watching this person. It's like going to the zoo and seeing the monkeys throw shit at each other. It's just I'm better off than that person is.
Yeah.
My life can be shit, but it's not that shitty. It's not that.
At
bad.
least I don't weigh 600 pounds.
At least I don't weigh 600 pounds.
Yeah.
At least I'm not that girl.
Does that say that she lost 420 pounds?
And it just says after 420.
Dropped 420 pounds? She probably doesn't even look like the same. Like, you probably don't even recognize.
No, she's just a pile of
I-
skin. She's just a
like-
pile of loose skin.
Oh, no, if
If they lose that, they'll cut it off.
they cut it off and
I
all
know,
sorts
but that's
of-
not funny.
She's just a big tit puddle now.
She just looks like a melted pile of.
What
chili
is
putty.
this? Voiply?
I don't know. I might have.
You got an ad. Close this. You got an ad, sir.
Go away.
By ad, he means AIDS.
Yeah.
Computer's gonna get AIDS here in a
Computer
second.
AIDS. God damn it!
So they
just
want us
show
to
the
they want us to click
fucking
on
end
all
picture.
these. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm just
If you knew how many pages it was, you could just go to the end
last
because
page.
there's. It says 9.
Yeah, it's all this. Fuck you.
man,
You
and
got an ad
they
again.
get you with those late loading ads.
Yeah.
Healthy gem.
She lost an outstanding 200 and
Ooh, busty. God damn it.
almost got you again.
It's just a wonder bra full of skin.
Whoa, wait, scroll back up. While 260 pound, man, keep going. That's insane. Yeah, literally doesn't even look like the same person. Oh, they got you again.
Got you again. Ah!
It would be this one that's loaded.
Yeah, they have
help
to.
scream.
They have to do a bunch
know.
of like
Like who's clicking these ones?
surgery procedures to tighten the skin up and all. I mean, they do all sorts of stuff.
You know how good she must feel about herself?
Good for her. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
like that's.
At least they're pop-up ads and they're not sending you all the way back to the
right.
start.
Right.
Dare I say that she's kind of cute?
Remember Monica Lewinsky? Check out her net worth at 47.
Like she's. I mean, she's not a knockout or anything, but she's not ugly.
Prettier than me.
I mean, right?
Not girl me,
She's doing
though.
all right.
Girl me's prettier.
Couples that felt trapped in their bodies until they made incredible changes to their lifestyle. That guy looks like he feels trapped in more than his body. He looks like he wants to die.
He's trapped in a horrible marriage.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it's almost 8:30.
Yeah.
We have to dip out of here.
I gotta go read comic books to my kid.
I gotta
All
go help Tori finish putting this bunk bed together. Yeah, Adele did release a new album, and she, like I said, swim.
How's her throat doing? I know she was tearing it up there for a while.
It would help if we could see the screen. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Tori. You're correct.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
just
it's
just
sorry.
just
Three
Google
assholes
just
doing reaction
Google
videos.
Amber
Google-
from my 600-pound lion.
yeah. She
Edward?
good for
Amber.
her. Congratulations,
Amber.
Amber.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Hey,
That's a
thanks-
nice, inspiring, uplifting story to end the show on.
Yes.
I know.
Thanks for joining us this week. We'll have one more show before the end of the year, and we'll
Inshallah.
try the meat out.
Yeah,
Next couple of weeks we're off.
I'm really excited.
600 pounds of love, everybody.
Yeah.
600 pounds of love.
Take care of each other.
Take care of somebody else.